Welcome to Shattered Ships, brought to you by Fandom Encounters. This is your DM Matt, guiding you on your pirate adventure through the seas of Korsaire. Join our party, the Human Fey Wanderer Ranger Tesha Gwyn, played by Bobby, the Sea Elf Pirate Kensei Monk Trigger, played by Seth, and the Owlin Swords Bard, played by Alan, as they do their best to navigate this new world and find their place in it. In Korsaire, where piracy is freedom, and freedom is dangerous. So welcome everyone to Shattered Ships. Our story begins in a quaint little town of Cursed Cove, but our adventure with these heroes began on their way here, where they were all trapped in a shipwreck of sorts. Some on a merchant vessel, some aboard the pirate ship that was attacking, but in the end, all fell into the cold, dark ocean outside the ship, where there happened to be a giant Leviathan sea monster threatening everyone. The Cyclops, a pirate captain renowned throughout Korsaire, our new world, was threatening this crew, but left several alive to tell the story of what had happened. One being given a personal memento, the eyeball of the merchant ship's captain before being tossed into the ocean. Now, as all of our heroes, villains, pirates, and the citizens, the everyday folk aboard the merchant ship, did their best to swim for safety, they sort of nearly fell asleep as they swam, passing into this magical veil near the only land that was visible in Crescent Cove, or as some might know it in the world, Cursed Cove. Or Cursed Cove, if you want to add a little, extra syllable there. It's nice. So, upon arriving in town, the party find themselves now in a very crowded bar, as every few minutes or so, another person will be ushered inside, covered in blankets, soaking wet. Another survivor of the shipwreck. You notice, parents and children that were kind of, hiding on deck. They were the ones that, caught Gwyn's eye as he dove into the water, kind of leading the charge to jump to safety. There were, maybe you see, one or two of these bodyguards that were on the ship that when Kachi took up his sword to kind of fight the pirates, it emboldened them to some extent. And honestly, one or two other fairly injured pirates, some of the more inexperienced members aboard the Cyclops' crew, Triggs might see and recognize to some extent, whether they're avoiding his gaze or not. I would say the minority of people here were pirates, and many were the people aboard the merchant vessel. Of those in this tavern that came from this shipwreck, those in probably the best shape, the ones most used to fighting or navigating dangerous situations, those who had training, those who were prepared, are the three of you. Everyone else seems to be either merchants. In effect, their stat level is commoner. And just the fact that they made it here is a miracle to some extent. Inside this tavern, as you've come to realize, called the Forgotten Escape, you see the familiar faces of people that were aboard the shipwreck. Everyone looks rattled. Some look injured. Some look look to be in worse shape than you might imagine, especially with those with less adventuring experience. On a stage in the corner of this ship, a goblin bard plays a melancholy cello solo with notes of hopefulness sprinkled throughout. A tiefling server mills about, passing out blankets, small plates of food to whoever seems hungry and able to eat, plates of water, or cups of water, ale in equal measure, trying to warm everyone up, as she is joined by a tall Fall Eladrin woman who moves from party to party with reassuring hands on shoulders, occasionally kind of offering a little bit of healing spell or dressing wounds to that extent, seemingly someone who is taking care of others. As you notice her cast spells, some to heal, some to entertain the scared children around. You as people get the attention, there's a goblin bartender of sorts behind the bar. The vibe you get from the staff is that this is a common occurrence. Nothing about this is out of place. This is something that happens seemingly on the regular. There is a system in place to take these people in. You do notice the Eladrin woman and the goblin behind the bar kind of keep making glances at each other as like another person comes in, and like they kind of make eyes like, okay, seemingly kind of taking a toll of what's going on around them. Seeming the volume of people around, the tables kind of get smushed and more smushed as people get brought into a fairly small tavern here. You see the bartender, whenever he notices someone who's injured, kind of gets the attention of someone else, like passing along the notice to kind of this Eladrin woman. Occasionally, another short goblin girl comes out with a tray of food, like sweat a little bit, hair tied back in a handkerchief, like an apron with like knives stuck into it, seemingly the person who's preparing this food for everyone, trying to do so in a flash. As the goblin and Eladrin move about this tavern, whoever would like to, as you're sitting in various tables alone, give me a perception or an insight check to see kind of the vibe of the room.
Oh,
First roll of the king.
yeah. $11?
I got a 16 for insight.
Nice.
Rolled bad.
11.
Okay, 11, 16. What did Kachi get? Alan, I didn't hear you.
15.
15. Nice. There is a flurry of movement throughout this entire place. There's a lot happening. There are a lot of moving pieces. Gwen, you're not sure where to look as your eyes kind of go from like, who is this like blue tiefling that's passing things? She like interrupts to like as you're kind of surveying the area. Oh, can I get you anything? Can I get you anything? Like just getting in your eye line. Like, oh hey, like are you okay? Like, are you seeing straight? Can I get you anything? Are you hungry? Thirsty? Just doing her best to help out. But Kachi,
I'm trying to get like non-perishables, as many things as I can store. If we just got in a wreck, I don't know the next time I'm gonna eat. I think I'm being very practical.
You just want like a can of like a can of beans, not like cooked.
Well, is there a meal being given and then the can could come after in addition?
Oh, like do you want us to cook it? Did you want to cook it yourself? That's you can do that. That's okay if you don't.
I'm very particular about my beans, so if they could come separately, but the meal that you're giving everyone, if I could, get that.
There's like we got a nice like stew going on, but like if you have like a dietary, we'll get it for you. So I have the stew now.
I hold my stomach.
Of course I understand. I'll see if my sister can whip up some beans. Is there anything else that you'd want in it? I know you want the can, but
and then like as much as I can get. I just want as many rations as I can get my hands on.
Give me a persuasion check, but before you do, like, call your shot. Are you trying to be charming and roll high, or are you trying to look pathetic and roll low?
I think I don't know. With the 11, do I feel like what would be? They seem like they're very nurturing.
The vibe you're getting from Bash, the tiefling. She introduced herself like, "Yeah, my name's Bash. Like, my parents are running the place. Like, well, flag any of us down. We all have these aprons. Like, we work here. Ha ha ha. So just let me know." She seems very like she found someone who's like not shell shocked to talk to help. Everyone else just kind of gives like nods or like shakes their head because this is crazy. This is the craziest occurrence that they have ever been in.
Yes. Okay. So I think what we're doing with this is that I'm so hungry and my stomach has been hurting for the last, I don't even know. It feels like a couple days now. And I just feel like I have to constantly snack throughout the day. I can't have a whole meal. So I would love to pick at whatever you're willing to give me. But if you have things that are non-perishables that I could hold and keep with me for like over an extended period of time, that way if food were to be scarce, I have something to snack on,
Oh yeah, like I'll ask my sister, see what we can put together, and if I'm not sure, I'll send
Well,
her
I
your
don't feel
way.
like this needs to get others involved. I'm sure you can handle this yourself. You look extremely capable.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'd say give me it with advantage because she just wants to help.
Okay. Am I good at this? Yeah, 17.
Nice. 17. I mean, yeah, you're probably right. Kettle's probably busy cooking everything. I'll just go see what I can
There's
find.
so many people here who need help way more than I do, but I appreciate your willingness to assist.
Wonderful. While that conversation is happening, Gwen, you completely miss what happens in the other side of the tavern. Kachi and Triggs, as you are sitting and kind of like reeling in what's happening around you, somewhere in this tavern, you've been offered food. You've been offered something from the Crimson Wood Svetzel family. You hear like a rustle. The general vibe of everyone is kind of like this like quiet, sullen confusion when the door kind of like kicks open much more urgently than anyone else. Everyone else is like kind of trickled in. You just hear this kind of slam like as the tavern door is kicked open, drawing both of your eyes. As Bash is talking to Gwyn, and you see kind of like this like seagull Aarakocra is kind of shouldering the half-orc quartermaster that like jumped into the fight alongside Gwyn. Like they don't seem to be conscious, even though everyone kind of is like waking up by the time they get to the tavern, is like bundled up and kind of like shuffling. Like this Aarakocra is like dragging this like half-orc who's much bigger than them into this tavern, and there is kind of a fairly gruesome kind of trail of blood coming from their body. They seem to be pretty direly injured, and you kind of see people start of like standing up and kind of causing a commotion. In this kind of moment, is there anything that like Triggs or Kachi, their instincts would kick in? What are they thinking?
Can I help bring the quartermaster and pick their pocket?
Absolutely. You kind of go in to like, okay, go in to like sweep them up. Going on like the other side, like these two like.
Oh my God, you got your wings full. Let me come and help you out here. Hold on. Okay, get this table. Move, everybody. Come on, move.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. That's really helpful. All right, come here. And like this, like kind of like high pitched like squeak of this seagull Aarakocra is like seems to be appreciating you. Hey, everybody get back! Everybody get back! Kind of giving orders in a way that they seem kind of like they're a little bit in charge of this place, not this tavern, but like in the area. And they clear off a table, and kind of everyone kind of pushes kind of away. There's like little kids kind of like looking and watching what's going on. First, go ahead and give me your sleight of hand check to see what you can like pull off of this half orc, and then get me a perception or medicine check.
Sleight of hand is a 23.
Nice.
And we'll go the same. So I'll go for medicine for that. Medicine is a 19.
Nice. 19 medicine. And forgive me a moment. I need to look up what this Aarakocra's name is. Because I forget. It was in the slideshow. I should have paid attention to. Blanche. Blanche, this Aarakocra, she's like kind of in charge, kind of looking at you. Okay, so, do you know how to fix this guy?
Oh, yeah. I'll try to like use my medicine check and just be like, hold on, let me look over. I gotta, typical medical procedure. You gotta look over the body first. What's your name? Honey, dear.
Blanche Featherin. I'm the wing of the sea, wing of the air. Wing of the air. That makes a lot more sense. I'm an Aarakocra. I'm kind of in charge here. There's some more people in the water. I need to go help. You got this?
I got this. You go get as many people as you can. Blanche, you're doing an amazing job.
What's your name, kid?
Kachi.
Kachi. All right, everyone. Kachi's got this. Kachi's got this, everybody. And kind of Blanche pushes her way kind of back out of this tavern. Like, all right, yeah, she doesn't know how to take. She doesn't know medicine. You got this. So even like in feeling this person over, feeling this half orc over, you feel like a like sopping wet kind of like pistol at his side, like tucked into his belt. Seemed like he didn't have a chance to get out of it. You see, he's unarmed in this moment. I'd say he probably has like you find 8 gold in like kind of like in like a pouch on his belt as you're kind of like helping him, like adjusting him onto the table. But he's fairly like unencumbered. But you do find like a parchment with like a seal on it in his like vest pocket that you can like pocket quickly, but you don't really have time to like see what it is just yet.
Yeah. Can I get all 3?
Yeah.
Or just like one?
Yeah, that's basically what you found. Like,
Yeah.
do you want if you want to grab like the pistol, like I'd say you can grab the pistol, you can grab the gold, you can grab the parchment, no problem. Even if it just looks like you're helping as part of your sleight of hand medicine. And with that medicine check, as you're kind of looking at like, okay, feeling where the pockets and everything are. Okay, he's got nothing. Like, you got any bracelets? Because he got any rings? No, he doesn't have any rings because he's missing an arm. Okay, you found where the blood is coming from, like from the elbow down and from like the knee down on the other side. This half orc is in rough shape. There's he seems to be like, as you get him onto the, like, you pull your hands out and they're red. Like, he's losing a lot of blood.
Ooh, okay. I don't have a lot of experience with this. Okay, there was this one time. Yeah, we don't have any leaves. We're on a beach. You got a wood in that fire? There's fire in the wood.
Is there fire in the wood? I'd say the bard who kind of like on the stage had the best vantage point as it came in. So basically, as you get the quartermaster onto like this table, the bard kind of comes over, like slinging the cello onto his back. This like goblin, like half goblin bard, kind of toddles up. Yeah. Okay, that's rougher than people normally come in here with. Pluck. Yeah. The fire's going. We can. I can heat it up if you want. What are you thinking?
Pluck, your voice is silky smooth. I need wood. We gotta cauterize this, and I just put it on the wound. Is there a doctor in the house?
Not technically. You seem pretty well. You diagnose it at least. My mom's a healer. I can grab her if you want to start the cauterization. Right. You know what?
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Kachi.
Pluck, I got you. I believe in you. Pluck's going to shake your hand. You have a D6 of Bardic Inspiration.
Awesome.
As you prepare to cauterize, you have dispatched Pluck to go find his mom. Triggs, it's kind of like rewinding back just a moment. Triggs, you are in this table. You have the captain's eyeball in one hand. You have your lucky pistol in the other hand. You see kind of all of this chaos happening. You see the quartermaster that was fighting against some of your fellow pirates come into the tavern. What is like Triggs's instinct in this moment?
Probably to eat so much food. So yeah, I probably tuck the the eyeball like underneath my armpit and like shove it down into my shirt, and I probably tuck my the pistol into my pants. I'm probably like just absolutely shoveling food into my mouth as much as I can. But I look up and I'm like, oh, there's a fight? That guy's gonna die? Hey, do you want to bet your food that guy dies?
You look across and like they've kind of like put you with a couple other like kids who all kind of have like gotten up to go watch Pluck play or something, and like so like there's just like a little like there's like kind of like a little elf kid just looking at you like, what?
So okay, this is gonna be a good life lesson for you. Okay, listen to me.
Okay.
If you bleed out, you die. Okay, so that guy,
I'm gonna die.
probably. Like, you don't look very strong, but yeah, like one day we all got to do it. Anyways, are you gonna eat that?
No, that guy was really bloody, and now my tummy hurts.
Cool, thanks. And I like take it and I just start shuffling.
Yeah, Triggs is shoveling food into his mouth. I'd say in this kind of like chaos that's happening, the elven Eladrin woman kind of comes over to kind of calm some of the children. Like there's probably some scared kids crying, and like noticing kind of like you kind of standing apart from the rest of them, kind of comes over to you, like kind of like squats down, gets on your level. It's like orange, very like lovely, kind of have like these facial tattoos under her eyes, purple hair swept back, a little bit of gray kind of coming in as she kind of kneels down onto your level, Triggs. Is there, if this isn't some sort of substantial enough for you, we can find something heartier? What is, my name's Marilyn, I run this place. What's your name, little one?
First of all, nice to meet you, I guess. Second of all, yeah, like, what do you got? I can eat just, well, okay. So, Three-Eyed Pete said that I can actually only eat, like, rats and other stuff. Basically, whatever you got. I'm good. I'm good with whatever.
Well, you don't have to eat rats. We've got plenty of food. I can get my daughter
No,
on
I've
it.
eaten rats before. They're really not that bad, actually, if you cook them the right way.
Interesting.
Like, don't eat the tail. Kind of gets caught in the teeth a little bit.
Excellent. Good to know. I've actually heard rat's tails are very good in potions and poultices and that sort of thing. Speaking of, are you injured, little one? Are your parents anywhere near? Were they on the ship with you?
Nope. No parents. I'm good. Thanks.
Oh, all right. Well, a lot of the other ones were can find someone. If anyone here looks familiar of sorts, and if not, we've got good hands on you. At this point, like Pluck has kind of come over, like, "Hey, Mom, there's a guy dying on that table over there, and I can't handle that, and I'm trying to keep it calm, but I need you." And Marilyn kind of looks back, like, "I'm with the children, all right." Well, I think duty calls. Triggs, was it? You're not a doctor, are you?
That's Stormin' stupid. No, of course not.
Oh, well.
This is like,
She like kind of like gives a look of like, "Oh, all right, weirdo." I suppose it was a bit silly, wasn't it? As she kind of stands up and kind of begins to walk off, leaving kind of Pluck, this like bard, to kind of look at you and just kind of gives you like a, "What's up?"
ever seen a guy die?
I have. People die in here all the time.
Really?
Oh,
This place.
yeah.
Is cool, man.
Like there's just something beautiful about this place. It's very hopeful because some people survive, but like some people like just like they don't make it. And like that dude, he might not make it, man.
You seem like the kind of person who likes poetry.
Oh yeah. Poetry is just a song that it doesn't have like instruments yet. Like seeing like that boundary between life and death is beautiful. Do you want to check it out?
No, like, I didn't say I liked it, but I just thought you kind of seemed that way.
Hey, maybe if you haven't tried it, maybe you just don't know that you're a poet in there, right, man?
Yeah. You got more food?
Yeah. That kid's throwing up over there, but you're pretty cool with this, man.
It's kind of like day in the life.
Oh, okay. Well, that's haunting, but very grounded. Very cool, man.
Weird. All right. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna go steal that kid's food who's throwing up.
Hey, just don't get caught, right?
Okay.
And Pluck stands back up and walks off to like go get some food. At this point, there is a cauterization that's happening on one side. Triggs, you are stealing food from other children, and Gwyn, Bash comes back, kind of like with like an armful of like some produce, basically. Like it's like the stuff that she was able to kind of grab off. So there's like a couple heads of lettuce, some like root vegetables kind of tucked into her arm, and like one like fantasy can of beans. Hey, hey, Gwen. This is what I was able to get from my sister. I didn't, just like, you're right. I didn't want to bother her. She's kind of busy. She's probably bringing out like another like round of stew to put by the fire soon. But like, this is what I could get you for now. Hopefully, like, if that helps snack, it keeps your blood sugar like even. Happy to help.
Thank you.
Of course.
At this point, do I see the chaos of whatever that
Yeah,
was?
like by this point, like the subtlety of like someone being brought in the middle of a chaos, you see like because Bash has said like, oh yeah, there's like there'll be more food by the fire, and right now there's like an owlin trying to grab coals out of the fire to do some impromptu surgery.
Okay, I mean, there's still something happening, and I'm still not really sure where I am and what's going on.
Oh,
So, I think like I am like cocooned in a lot of layers of fabric. So I'm gonna start like tucking away the things that I was given so that it just looks like me again.
I was like almost like
Um,
your poncho has inside pockets, so just like
right, yeah. I'm like, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. And I just like put all the things away. And then I just think I'm gonna eat the meal for a couple bites, wait for them to go away, and then go sit somewhere else before I will mask of many faces again and change my image to be like a robed worshiper of the sun or something, some kind of sun cleric, and we're gonna try to get as much day-to-day survival items as possible in this process, and I want to see as far as I can push this without getting caught, but observing what's happening. I just want to like
nice,
try to fade into the background again, but as someone else.
nice. You're
If that makes sense.
like kind of like poncho kind of like pulled over, slowly kind of shifting with the mask of many faces. You're like this like moth wing tattoo modification kind of like activating to change your appearance to that
Yeah.
of someone who is like
An
someone who
elderly,
yes,
yeah,
like an
an
elderly
elderly,
acolyte sage of some sort.
yes, and with like my shroudy big clothes become like a robe with like stitchings of gold and white so that I look a little more pastoral, more like, oh no, I just looked like a priest and they need a healer. I say to myself. I'm just gonna
Back
look down.
back to the surgery. There, Kachi, you are scrubbed up. Pluck has gotten his mom. This Latin woman walks over. She looks fairly calm compared to like everyone else kind of around at like the body of this half orc who is having some trouble. You have like checked the fire. It's stoked. It's hot. Like at the fire. What's your move? What are you grabbing?
All right, what's your name?
Are you talking to the elf who's over here? Marilyn. Pluck is my son. Who are
What
you?
great kid, wonderful voice. Yeah, my name's Kachi. I
Yes.
just got handed the role of a medic right now, so I guess you're in charge of your
The
staff.
way
That's
that you
great.
say that makes it seem like you're not a medic.
You know I'm not, but I got a few spells. So you wanna try to save a life, or you wanna keep chit chat?
That is typically what my role is, Kachi. All right.
Right.
You were in the right direction. We'll need to close these wounds. So if you can use those tongs to grab some coals from the fire, that would be very helpful. And
Okay.
bring them over to our patient. I didn't catch his name. Did you? Do you know who he is?
I No, I did not. I think he was on our ship though. I saw him walking around a few
Of course.
times.
That makes sense. We'll be able to ask his name later. And she kind of goes over. You grab the coals, come back. Go ahead and give me a medicine check to assist Marilyn. If you have you have your bardic inspiration, if you're gonna like cast a spell or use like a resource of some kind, I'll say it'll give you
Yeah.
advantage. It'll give you like advantage in this moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast a spell. I was gonna. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a bardic. I want to be like, hey, he's not gonna die on our watch. Can give her a bardic
Nice.
because my bardic can also, for magical inspiration, spell that restores or deals damage. That creature can roll a die and choose a target affected by the healing spell, and add the number rolled as a bonus to hit points regained.
Oh dang. Okay. Nice. I look up on College of Swords.
It's magical inspiration. I think it can do that and add 2 damage though. But so I'll give them a bardic, and then I'll also cure wounds myself, just to try to like help her.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Doing what I can to help out.
Cool.
So I get that advantage for this medicine check.
Yes. You are contributing resources, so you're definitely aiding this entire system, so you have advantage. Plus, you have the D6 from Pluck if you want to use it. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll use it. I want to appear helpful in this moment, and I just looted this man. That will be 15, 18 medicine.
Nice. Marilyn got a 21. So between the two of you, you are able to sort of staunch the bleeding here. You see like Marilyn's kind of hands glow, and almost like this whiff of like a flowery scent as druidic magic kind of courses into the quartermaster's arm, as you're kind of doing a similar fashion of just like, you got the coals in hand, you are trying to seal up this leg as best you can. Not quite as clean as Marilyn does above, but you are able to pull this off. He still seems to be in rough shape as the medicine triage goes into effect. You do see that like the blood is letting up. There's not as much like spilling over. He's like still kind of sweating around as Marilyn kind of looks around. And I'll say that at this point, Gwyn, give me a survival check for the like scrounging you're doing of like everyday kind of useful items.
Wow, very floral. What is that, honeysuckle?
Feysuckles from the Feywild, sort of my specialty.
18.
Nice. You like pocket some like of like this like pretty heavy cutlery kind of into like your jacket pockets in case you need to make like, okay, I could probably sharpen this until I could like do this and I could into like an axe. You find that like some of the bowls have like good berries in them. So that's how you find. You manage to pull together like 3 good berries from one of the bowls of like, okay, they gave this one to like the people who are a little more injured, but I'm gonna go ahead and like, oh, do like this need to be refilled? And then you kind of take 3 off.
That's mine, yeah. Right.
Yes.
Perfect.
And then beyond that, you're able to like find some like food rations and supplies and that kind of thing.
Perfect.
As like you continue to scrounge just like produce, like in the act of like cleaning off tables and things. But you feel like a hand on your shoulder as in the middle of this, as Marilyn, Eladrin, has noticed you. It's kind of like, oh, we have someone who could use a bit of stabilizing if you're able to. I noticed sort of the garb you're wearing. Do you have experience with medicine?
Of course. Show me the injuries.
Of course. Marilyn Crimsonwood's Fetzel. There's not a lot I can offer you at this moment, but everyone here would appreciate it. We're having a bit of a problem upstairs. The sooner we get this settled, we can try to settle upstairs and get everyone into rooms so that we don't have to sleep all here. But yes, right this way. What was your name?
Jody.
Jody, welcome to Crescent Cove, Jody. It is often like this, sorry, and kind of like pulls you in, like, okay, you're an adult, you can handle this. This is the truth. We need your help.
Great, yes.
Kachi still kind of tending to the quartermaster. You see Marilyn kind of comes back with this like older kind of sage-looking individual. As like Pluck kind of like comes up here back again. It's like, yeah, I was ready to help. It wasn't the fact that I was maybe gonna throw up, but I'm really here to help now. As like the 4 of you kind of stare over like the quartermaster. Excuse me.
Kid, you're a hero. Is this a monk?
Dude, you're like
you were a nun.
You're like my age, right?
No, I don't really remember or know, but you know we're gonna keep going with it. We're gonna roll with it.
It's like, nah, man, I'm like 20. I'm not a kid. How old are you?
I'm gonna say a solid 25.
All right, you're older. Fair enough, man.
That makes you a kid in my book, small fry. I'm like looking up to this goblin.
Okay, old man. It's just like tiny and like just a little bit taller because it's like taller than like a goblin would be. It's like half elf, half goblin. Looking over the body of this quartermaster, Gwyn, you see kind of like, okay, maybe you recognize this Owlin from being on board the ship. You've kind of seen the goblin, the Crimson Woods Fetzel family, kind of helping out around here, hitting over this patient, let's say.
I'll like flap up to like the table after like talking to Pluck and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. My name is Kachi. You're gonna help us out."
I am Jody, cleric of the sun. Did you check for poison?
I didn't think to check for poison. No, I figured because his arm and leg are cut off that was the main thing.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
think we
of course,
should?
but what good is an arm and a leg missing if the heart is broken? So let's. Oh, well, that's a different type of poison, my friend. I think. I have the spell detect poison and disease. Can I try to do this in a convincing manner?
I'm inciting the bug. Like poison for a leg cut off.
What? I take a single healing spell. I was like, someone else will do it. Someone else will do it. Establish yourself early, not as the healer, is what I was saying. And I should have
But yes. Are you casting any sort of magic, or is this all kind of an act?
I am casting Detect Poison and Disease.
Oh no! You
So-
actually are casting this.
I have that spell. I
Okay,
thought, what if I
yeah.
was like a fun ranger?
Yeah, give me a deception check, and I'll say do it with advantage because you are actually casting the spell. You're not like pretending like I cast Cure Wounds. You are like
Yes.
actually doing something.
We just cast that. We both did. I know you were lying.
Yeah, and that way, I can see anyone poisoned or diseased within 30 feet of me for the next 10 minutes. So if anyone is sick, I'll know. Okay.
Excellent. You cast this spell to detect if there's poison. There doesn't seem to be poison. Maybe a little infection that kind of borders on poison. So I'll give that to you. So that may be what is causing this fever here. But yeah, go ahead and give me that deception check to kind of continue playing off this guise as a cleric of the sun.
23.
Nice. So if you'd like to do an insight check, Kachi.
That beats my 12.
So like Kachi, you probably focused on what's happening here. Like, is there poison? Like, what is going on? Did someone poison?
He has not been poisoned.
Yeah, why would they poison
needs
this
to be
guy?
healed.
He's fucked.
He needs to be healed.
I
So
Jody / Gwyn, you see Marilyn give you a look. Like, Cleric of the Sun, it's good to have you with us.
light and such.
Yes.
We will illuminate the path forward still. I will try to help.
Yeah. You continue, you legitimately, you cast the spell, like, you are like, okay, cool, what can we do to fix this? Like,
Yeah, now
with
I'm
some...
on the body.
Yes.
It's not poisoned. We can touch. The body's clean.
Your best
Clear.
cover is to actually help. While this is happening, Triggs, you smell it before you see it. There is like a big plate of. It's definitely not rat. It smells a whole lot better, like wafting through the air as one of these like half elf, half goblin children, Kettle, kind of comes out from the kitchen carrying a platter of like it is just like fried up fish, just like laid out all nicely, kind of walking in the direction of like the kids.
Hey. Do you want me to? I can deliver that for you if you want.
You can deliver this. I was told to bring this specifically to you.
Wait, are you for serious?
That's right. She kind of lifts it up as you try to go for it, but like you're not like she's probably your height. And it's like, hey, Kettle, what's your name?
I'm Triggs. Short for Trigger.
Kettle, short for nothing. All right. Look,
Anybody call you Ket?
no one has, but like whatever.
Want to be called Cat?
What I want to be called is just a yes, ma'am, because I could use the help of someone who sees shit like this all the time. Got it?
Sure, I guess. Yeah. Ma'am.
Perfect. I don't want to share my bed with everyone in this room, and right now all our rooms upstairs are being like haunted by some shit, and we need help to get it. You want this fish? Fix it.
Wait, you have like ghosts on your upstairs?
I don't know. They're like possessing shit. I don't know.
Dude, everything cool happens off. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Yeah. Sure. Have you tried like spitting at him yet?
Come to think of it, I haven't tried spitting on him yet. Hey,
Yeah,
take this
that's a good way
plat. Take this platter. Go to the bar. My dad's over there. He'll tell you what you need to do. Got it?
Thanks, Cat. Ma'am.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
No problem, Triggs. And like she like shoves you past and like has like another platter to start giving out to other people. The group that's handling the patient kind of near the bar. Both of you give me one more medicine check, but with advantage, as everyone here is kind of helping.
20.
15.
What we got, Kachi?
Dirty 20.
Nice. Between the detection of poison, I will say, like, I'll use it to, like, I don't know enough about biology because I stopped being pre-med after 1 year because I hated it. So maybe infection's poison. And so with that spell, you're able to kind of like, okay, like running back and forth to the kitchen, like grab some like herbs. Marilyn's knowledge of kind of like medicine and that kind of thing, you guys are able to staunch and put together some kind of poultice to like put on the wounds to kind of keep the infection from getting any worse. And then like once the kind of like salve is applied, you guys wrap it up like successfully. Like Kachi, you are a craftsman, you have skills with your hands, you're able to kind of do the bandages. Gwyn, you're good at directing. You know what to do, kind of offer some guidance pointers here and there without really getting yourself involved. And kind of with that, like, this is the person who's been the worst off so far, who's, like, survived to the door. You've seen, like, Maryland, like, patch people up. Gashes, scratches, like, head injuries, knocks and bruises. There's some dazed individuals. People who, like, Pluck has cast some kind of spell to make sure they can't fall asleep. It's, like, the opposite of sleep, essentially, so they don't hurt themselves. And that's sort of, like, okay, well... As Marilyn kind of looks back and forth between the two of you, well, that was. I'm certainly glad that you two are here. Pluck, you as well. Good job, kid. Like ruffles her son's hair, and you two. Whether he knows it or not, he owes a lot to you both. But I personally could use a bit of help from the two of you if you are still sort of willing to lend a hand. Being the two who are sort of in some of the best shape to sort of help out. A lot of this doesn't go away until people get a good night's sleep. The rooms upstairs are enchanted. There's a magical aura that connects them. It's a low level lesser restoration. They sort of get people back on their feet. But as of right now, no one can go up there. We're having a bit of a problem.
Okay.
My husband can explain some things better than I can. I need to sort of see to people. If you go talk to him at the bar, he can sort of answer the sort of questions I'm sure are buzzing around your heads about being here, not Forgotten Escape, but sort of where you now find yourselves. Just know you have my gratitude. You are quite a skilled healer, both of you. And I'm sure your cleric training served you well. And she kind of like looks at you, Gwyn, and smiles and kind of walks away. Like this, like kind of like knowing little glance before walking away.
I mean, truthfully, Pluck said there wasn't like a healer in here, but good thing we had you. I mean, a cleric of the sun. I mean, how fortuitous.
The hands that you have implemented from my words, from my God, are divine. I can trust you, I believe, with any task. And I'll put my hands in your hands. I'm going to squeeze really hard.
Ah, God. Sorry. I mean, something other than God. Can I curse
No.
in front of you? It hurts.
Yeah. We are in the cursed cove.
Oh, I see you cursed and curse. It's two different words, but all right, yeah, let's go find this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will follow you. I'm trying to get you to be the new leader. Like, I'll try to, like...
Like very nearby. Very nearby, you see kind of this like the shortest of the family probably. This goblin bartender, but is kind of like on a stool behind the bar, like filling drinks and like passing out ale and kind of like fielding kind of like where to send his kids to help the best. And like Bash, who you've met in a different form, is leaning against the counter, kind of like helping out, leaning over. Triggs has probably just walked up at this point, having been basically kind of like guided by Kettle. As Skip Shot, this goblin bartender, is kind of behind the bar. He sees the two of you walk up. Hey, yeah, thanks for helping out. Marilyn can only do so much. She's pretty great, but yeah, we could use a little help. Bash tried to solve it herself, but we need some backup. As strong as you are, kid. He kind of like gives like a little bit of a light punch on Bash's shoulder. Now you're a pretty brave one, aren't you, guy? And like looks down at Triggs, looks kind of at Triggs, same height.
This fish is kelping delicious. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, Kettle's the best. I used to cook, and then she grew up and she replaced me. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's how time works. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's a good thing, right? Yeah. So, look here.
Love seeming to keep it in the family.
Yeah, oh yeah, family runs the place. Didn't always. My wife and I, Marilyn, we were curse breakers. That is something that this could be the start of for you. We see a lot of people come through here. I've worked with Gilda for years. She runs the town. People wash up all the time. They come here. We make sure they're safe. They're not injured anymore. They're comforted. But finding sort of your own place in Cursed Cove is tricky. It's a great place. I love living here. I raised my kids here, right, Bash? He like gestures to Bash, like, she washed up here. I love her. Some people still want to break out. I used to. Once you find Cursed Cove, there's no getting out. The land of 1,000 curses. We're all coming closer. We're all stuck here until the curses are broken. Some people try to break them. I did for years. It's how I met Marilyn. It's how I met some of my oldest friends. It's how I met Gilda. But at a certain point, I got old, you know? And this life's not so bad. Some people out there, hey, if they're craftspeople, let's say someone's really good at pottery, we could use a potter. But they might be living here until they find a pottery studio that's cleared out of like some ghost, or like if a minotaur's haunting the place or something. That's where curse breakers come in. They clear the houses, they clear businesses, open them up for people to take over. Over time, sometimes those curses take more places over. We're fighting against the elements here. Our place has always been safe. I mean, I'm an adventurer. I know I've read more arcane books than you know what to do with. Can't cast a spell, but I know a lot about it. My wife, she's got her own druid circle in the building, right? But rooms upstairs, she's got them all hooked up. They're all connected. They clean themselves. It's incredible stuff. But when something takes over, they take over the whole upstairs. So we got furniture coming to life up there, trying to eat our guests, our residents. So no one can go up there. We got a bunch of bedrooms with no people in them. If you can help me clear those out, everyone here is going to have a much easier time. You could too. Look, hey, you say your name was Triggs? Skip Shot.
Short for trigger.
Oh, short for Trigger? Skip Shot, call me Skip. Hey, look at that. If you help me out, look, we got guest quarters. My kids all used to live with me and my wife. We got empty rooms. They're gonna be a little more comfortable than the ones upstairs. I'm not gonna lie to you. Feel free to crash there. I'll get you a meeting with Gilda. Maybe we can fast track some curse breaker shit. Get you guys a place to live. What do you think?
Yeah. Mr. Skipshot. Sorry, are you like the captain here?
Yeah, I guess so. Sort of co-captains, I guess. Me and Marilyn run the place. Just sort of, I'm in charge of the building, I guess. Gilda's probably like the main captain of the place. She's got her wing commanders and stuff. You saw Blanche.
The Arakakra.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, she's sweet. She's a little frantic, but what can you do?
Have anyone left before? Like, is there a person who's...
Oh, no. I think,
Sure.
honestly...
How many of these curses are there?
Well, the old adage is, like, there's a land of 1,000 curses. But, like, we've, like... I've been here for, what is it, like, something close to, like, 100 years? Gilda's been here even longer than that. She was, I think, the first person cursed to be here. He says, well, that's what she says anyway. But she's been here the longest. She's the one in charge. She knows how to send people to help out here and there, kind of take care of people. The curse breakers fight their way to kind of clear things out, make the world a little bit better here, kind of pulling these things away. She's got some arcane readings of how to tell the differences and stuff, like the amount of kind of cataclysms and like necrotic energy in the area. Get it to 0, boom, everyone can leave. It's never been to 0. Every month there's sort of this gathering storm that resets a lot of things. It's not everything. Like the house isn't gonna get haunted again. I mean, remember me and Marilyn had to fight one of those junior leviathans to kind of get ourselves into this place. It was being eaten by a kraken. We killed it. We took the tavern sort of as our spoil of war, and we've been living there ever since. And hey, it hasn't been haunted since then. And hey, I'd rather take a couple mimics upstairs than a leviathan, let me tell you. But new things tend to pop up almost as fast as you can clear them out. The more curse breakers there are, the more likely it is for things to get kind of knocked down.
Do these curse breakers build a notoriety here?
Oh, they're well.
I almost feel like there'll be a new reign of famous seafarers or adventurers, if you will. If we all were to escape at once, that feels like a big mass exodus.
Oh, I mean, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. If the curses were lifted and everyone could leave, yeah, the kids. What, Bash? Would you leave? Not really. I like it here. Like, I like to help and run the tavern with my parents. And Skips kind of like nods along. Yeah, I'd stay. Like, it's where my life is. Like, we live here. I run this tavern. I'm happy with it. Some people have found peace, kind of like that. So, the curse breakers are people who are trying to find their way out. I mean, Pluck wants to get out. Pluck's got dreams of being a great bard across Korsaire. He deserves it, right? You've heard him play. He's great. But, like, being the best bard in Cursed Cove isn't as nice as being the best bard in Korsaire.
The kid's got great vocals. He's got a huge track.
Yeah, you heard him. Yeah, that's right. I'll tell him you said so. It'll mean the world to him.
It's not that I don't believe you. It's just like, I mean, we just got here. Like, I mean, there'd be no reason for you to lie.
Oh, it's
Can I
heavy.
do an insight check?
Oh yeah, go for it. This is heavy stuff.
I must say everyone has a reason to lie to someone.
That's dark for a cleric.
Who seeks the truth?
He's a cleric of the sun.
It's the cleric of the sun.
I don't know what gods exist in this world.
That's only 6, actually.
Okay, yeah. He seems to be earnest. Like, there's like I feel like there's kind of like a directness with him of like, he's kind of like casting his eyes, like even in the middle of the conversation, he's like tapping like Bash to go like, hey, check them out. Like make sure everything's going around. Like, he's like used to like keeping an eye on a lot of people at once. Look, it's a lot to take in. I know that. I've given a better version of this speech to hundreds and hundreds of people before you guys. But just know, like, I know how good it feels to finally carve a place out for yourself in this town, whether you're a curse breaker or not. That first step of finding your own place, sometimes you gotta liberate it from some ghosts, sometimes you gotta make a deal with a vampire, but meeting Gilda puts you in contact to know where the missions are, where you can get a nice place for yourself. A lot of other people, the process takes a while. They'll find, like, like the guy you guys saved, the quartermaster. You say it was quartermaster of some sort. He's going to be in recovery.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to go out and fight any monsters. He's going to have to sort of spend some time upstairs in a rented room that he can't really do anything to make it himself. Help us fix this problem. We can sort of find some connections and speed that process up for you all. And get you on your way of sort of becoming a curse-breaking team, or just opening a competing tavern or a blacksmith shop or whatever you want to do.
You care how much furniture we break?
I think Marilyn's magic might fix it once it's not corrupted anymore. But, like, don't be needless with it, right?
And no, I just like you said, like furniture comes to life. So if I'm attacked by like
No, if you're attacked by a chair, kill the chair. Yeah.
okay,
No.
cool. I didn't know. If
No,
we were, like,
look,
preserving
hey,
the
kid,
wood or
kid,
whatever.
come here. You're more important to me than a chair, okay? If you need to break a chair, you break the chair. Hey, do you want to smash this glass?
Really?
Yeah. See? You okay? That glass
Can I
isn't.
snap something with it?
Weird question, but I raised kettle. It wouldn't be suggested.
Okay, cool. I'm just
It
gonna
would-
throw it across. I'm just gonna throw it better against the wall.
Yeah, hey, Bash. Yeah, I did the glass thing. Can you go sweep? Thanks, honey. All right. So the three of you seem to be the most sort of less shocked by this is going on. I don't know your lives, but you seem to have at least to deal with something like this before. I'd appreciate it. We're kind of busy down here, but my kids know the problem. My kids know the property. Have you guys met my kids? Kettle, Plug, Bash.
I've seen them. I mean, they're. I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
the great kids. Go check with them, see if they're busy, see if one of them wants to help you. All right. It would make me feel better if one of them was guiding you around, so that you're not gonna get lost.
all right.
Yeah.
And you said that Bash has attempted this alone already.
Yeah, she was the one who discovered kind of what's going on. I think she got like a bed tried to swallow her, and her siblings had to pull her out of there. So she's seen it. She explained it to her siblings. They kind of know she's the youngest, so I think they weren't sure how big the problem was. Then they saw it for themselves and realized that it was a problem.
Heard.
All right, I'm gonna level with you. As long as we get this, what did you call it, Gilda? Yeah, as long as we can get to her, them, he.
Yeah, she Gilda Deepmaw. She's in charge of the whole place. I think she was a general at one point, but I don't know what title she likes. She just goes kind of by guild. Everyone knows her.
Gilda. As long as we can get to her, then I can get that figured out. From there, you seem like a very honest bartender,
Yeah, try.
owner of a fine establishment. Thank you.
Thank you. We do what we can.
I'd help you out, but as long as we can get to her, I think that'll be our fast track off this island. Because I do believe that I gotta get out. Like, I can't.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm with
There's
the
not a
cleric.
chance in the Seven Seas that I'm staying here. No.
Hey, I like that spear of you, Thra. I could tell. Hey, maybe you three will break the curses, right? Hey, I tried. I'm no wizard as much as I tried to be. So I'll leave that to the young people like you.
All
I'm
right,
gonna grab both of your hands, and I just want to look at you and be like,
Yeah.
it is my intention that we will survive this experience together, and that we are going to make it off of this cursed Crescent Cove. So, this might be our first thing, but I am trusting that the universe has put us all here together, and my deity knows what they are doing, and together we will solve this. We become the curse breakers, and we will break this curse, and we will leave. I believe we will be the first, little boy and little bird. We will do well. What are your names, and who are you?
Man, sorry, Kachi Hootsie, at your service.
Hachi Hootsie, the medicine man.
Let's go for that
Hi.
for now.
I'm Triggs. I'm a pirate.
Oh my goodness! What horrors you must have
Pirates
seen.
got washed up. No, we were attacked. But I'm gonna save that for another day. No, I don't care now. We got.
Do you have a gun on you? Like, can I see your
It's
gun?
tucked into my pants. I imagine if you look closely, you probably could see it. Yeah. I would even if you want to see
Have a
it,
good. Yeah.
I see it. I'm not doing anything. I just can't believe you're like a little baby boy with a gun.
Yeah. Most of the time when I'm around people, they don't hold hands, so I'm gonna let go of this now. Thanks. I take my hand.
Yeah, what's your name? I mean, Jody. You said Jody.
Yes, Jody, cleric of the dawn.
Has already changed it.
I think yes, it's the sun, but of course, the sun. I'm a cleric of dawn.
So like
Very
you're
ni-
like
Very different than
Nature.
the
Young sun.
I worship nature itself.
but only in the morning.
Yes, specifically
Okay.
when hope
Very
is most needed.
What do you do
When
at night?
hope- Wait until morning.
Some call that sleeping.
Some call that faith. Where's the attic? As I pull out a longbow.
I'll just call out to because I had a good little kettle seemed pretty cool. Hey, cat, kettle.
It's like a look of like, what? Oh yeah.
Cat?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Triggs?
You're not nuts. Do you want to come on up to the upstairs with us and help to kill things that are alive, but probably not alive?
Oh, Dad got you guys to help out?
Yeah, I know you didn't do it. Your younger sister went. I know, but like.
Yeah, Bash
I don't
almost
know,
got
these
swallowed.
people-
She almost got swallowed by a bat or something. Yeah. Yes, I will be happy to help out. Just Pluck, take this, and she like passes off like a tray of food. Yeah, I got you.
No, wait. Oh.
You hungry?
No, it's fine. I can wait.
Hey, like for real, you hungry kid? I don't know how you've been putting away all this stuff I've been feeding you.
It's probably because I've thrown up like 4 times since I've been on here. I don't really know how to work my land legs very well.
Honestly, not. It's not the weirdest thing, kid. And she like pulls like a pastry out of like her apron. Take that. You get. Oh, sorry. You only get 4 temporary hit points.
Wahoo! I'm ready.
Yeah, no problem, little guy who's gonna kill a bed. Kettle. I'm the chef here. I don't think I met you two, but you you burned that guy's leg and saved him.
Yeah. Name's Kachi
Yeah.
Hootsie.
Kettle. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm the oldest. Sorry if my siblings kind of did anything weird. Hey,
Oh,
nice to meet you. Who are you? Kind of looks over at Jody.
Jody Del Mar, cleric of the dawn.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah, follow
Here
me.
to support my short compatriots as we push up the stairs.
Yeah, everyone is kind of little, aren't they? And Kettle leads the 3 of you through this back door by the behind the bar, kind of taking you deeper into the tavern towards the upstairs. So through this door here, there's kind of like this little antechamber just off the tavern. Kind of like, okay, this is a restaurant sometimes, but if you're kind of coming back here, it's like this is where like the inn part starts. There's like this like very like ornate, almost glowing kind of glass vase on this table with chairs lighting up this whole area. Seems like a little bit like of some like magical tinkering of some sort, with a stairwell that kind of goes up. And so she kind of like talks you through this as you guys kind of go up. Yeah, we didn't have any problems going up the stairs. It really is like until you go into the rooms themselves is when things start to be a problem. And not sure what that is, like why that is, but hey, we finally have some people that can help us out. She kind of leads you all upstairs, taking kind of like the lead position. She's just kind of like talking over her shoulder as she guides you all upstairs. I did not reveal this part of the room. Into the landing of the Forgotten Escape. There's a hallway with a bunch of like doors kind of leading off of a one hallway. It seems like someone has built like taken a floor and built it out to like hold as many kind of like small units as possible. So kind of coming upstairs from where you guys are, the hallway kind of stretches out in front and kind of back behind you. So as you walk up the stairs, you're kind of walking along this hallway. There's like 5 doors against the wall as you guys kind of come upstairs along one side of this hallway. At the very end of the hall is like 1 door with 3 on the other side for a total of math 9 rooms up here. So yeah, up here there's no problem. Check it out. And Kettle kind of like tosses almost like snaps her fingers with a little like ember and summons kind of like this fiery turtle like into existence to kind of walk up and down this hallway at a fairly slow speed. Seemingly a companion of hers. Like walking down and back. See nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good so far.
If the doors were possessed, Walk would be toast.
Heard.
There's
We gotta go in the rooms.
yes.
Each room.
Yeah, the rooms are all very similar. My mom's kind of enchantment of this place, with some of my dad's knowledge. There's an arcane crystal that controls everything. So when it comes to cleaning time, boom, a little prestidigitation on the crystal, all the rooms get cleaned. But so what makes it hard to track down where all the different things are. So it's each room is a little different in that regard. So that's kind of why it threw Bash off. She's used to all the rooms being the same.
Okay. So is there...
Crystals? Or you go, Jody. Taking your lead.
I was gonna say, is there a system we should do? Is it just open the door and shoot the furniture, or should we?
Yeah.
You could minimize damage, right? So should we wait for it to attack us?
Before we go in guns blazing, which, for the record, I am all for. The thing with the crystal, you touch it and you do the thing and it happens everywhere. So you do that to make stuff like clean and shit, right?
Yeah.
But like, could
Yeah,
you do it
clean
with,
and
like,
shit.
to make stuff be in pain and shit too? Like, if you had a spell that did damage, could you do that and it would do it to like all the rooms?
It would, in my knowledge, it'd probably do damage to the whole room. So, like, yeah, if you just sit there and just like dump a bunch of like fireballs onto the crystal, eventually everything would be dead. But then so would the tavern. And look, I want to clear out this furniture. My dad didn't say anything about blowing up the place.
And we don't know if the crystal conversion is the problem. So if we fireball, we could be potentially creating a bunch of different fire elementals we need to fight.
It's true.
I was just like, just like spitting off the top mast. That's all.
Peculiar.
Okay. Want to fight anything harder than furniture?
All right. Well, I guess we got to start somewhere. If we can't track it down by the crystal, you know, they got a 9-sided coin.
You're
Yeah.
missing a tail, aren't you? The coins only have two sides. That's
The kid's got a point,
No, I don't. I'm gonna fly away into the door on the right. Be like,
Yeah.
screw you guys.
For now, this will be the token for Walk, Kettle's turtle.
Nice.
What is the turtle's name?
Walk,
Amazing.
W-O-K.
I have my bow drawn, arrow ready, but I'm not the one who's opening the door, so I'm just waiting for someone to do that.
Nice. Yeah, so
I'll have my dagger out. Like sneak. Check for traps. I don't know. I don't know how to rogue. I don't know. I'm hard. I'm not even a rogue.
yeah, so you're going up to, which door is Kachi headed towards?
I just chose a random one, so
Nice.
I said the fourth door on the right.
Nice, yeah. Fourth door on the right. So walking down the hall, I'd say, even as you walk past Walk the turtle, he kind of begins following you, and you can feel almost like it's a little bit of heat in a simmer, just kind of heating up, his very flat, almost pancakey shell is just kind of steaming, and so he'll be here to he's giving you the help action, by just kind of being in your proximity, and as Kachi kind of puts his hand on the door, opens it, what you see before you is the brown room. So here, looking in, you see it's a room built for probably a smaller family or just a grouping of friends. It could have been potentially suitable for maybe you three if there wasn't a potential mimic inside. But from where you are now, at the doorway, opening it up, Walk is helping you out, but isn't on alert. He's seen no, the doors are fine. And looking inside, you can see kind of what's going on inside the room. How the search will work, you can either choose to do a perception check or an investigation check. The perception check to notice something amiss is higher, which is higher and harder to hit. An investigation check has a lower DC, but failing has worse consequences.
Well, I can't investigate worth shit, but I can see things pretty well. Well, I can make a perception check if anybody. I don't know if anybody wants to.
Yeah, mine are about equal.
Definitely more perception-y than investigation-y, personally.
I can do investigation. Then mine are two different. So with the help action with Walk, I can do investigation. If you guys want to do perception.
Yeah, we'll both do perception.
Yeah, I already rolled. Not great.
Ooh.
I got a 13.
So you got a
23.
13 and a 23. Our first investigation of this room. Triggs,
Perception.
yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, mine was like an 8.
Nice.
with,
Oh.
perception.
What was yours, Alan?
Mine was investigation.
Okay, that's what I
Bobby's
thought.
Was
So looking in, Triggs, it's hard to see past everyone as they're kind of keeping an eye on things. You get distracted because Walk has one more piece of a salmon fillet cooking on the top of his shell, so that's kind of all that you notice. As maybe Kettle forgot to pull the last piece off of her travel size stove.
I was wondering if he did.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's my little wildfire guy. He helps me cook, right? It's perfect. Looking inside this room, roll a little something. Looking around the room, you're noticing that this room is fairly simple, but still very inviting. So, the bedding on the beds all match. It does look like a space that would comfortably fit maybe 1 2 beds, but 3 beds have been put in here to kind of make the most of the space. So there are 3 beds in here. There's kind of a table, like a heavy like wooden table in the corner that has like a lantern on top, kind of giving light into this room that you can kind of turn off and on. And then I sneezed. Sorry, everyone. Kind of on the opposite wall of the table, there's like a chair next to one of the beds. So there's bed, chair, table, lamp. Not that I'm listing these furniture items so specifically for any reason. And on like a wall sconce is like a lit candle. So there's like a firelight, and there's kind of like this almost like gas-powered lamp on the table. As you're kind of looking through here, you're like Gwen, you're used to taking stock of like, okay, where's the puzzle? Is this a challenge? Is there someone trying to trick me? Is this a trap? Like you're checking the big furniture pieces, noticing what's going on. No, the big ones are too obvious. So you look and you notice just like a little bit, kind of like as Kachi steps into the room, kind of doing his investigation check requires him to be kind of like more tactile. So investigating kind of like around the room. You notice that he kind of walks past the bed. Seems okay. Walks past the wall sconce. Okay, it's probably okay. Walks past like the chairs. Okay. And you see this lantern like dims as he gets close to it. And Kachi, like you lean forward, kind of like investigating like, okay, what's going on here? And as you kind of like prod the lantern, the clasp of it opens up and reveals like a row of teeth and a tongue. You have found the first mimic, but you did not get stuck to it by successfully passing your investigation check.
Yay.
Everyone, roll initiative.
Yay. Yes.
All right. What do we got?
22.
Nice.
16.
And what's Strig's got?
And
What was it? 10?
Yeah.
Nice. You have all gotten the jump on this mimic. Gwen, you see this. You see this little bit of movement. You're able to kind of like, I guess if you would like to give a warning to the rest of your party, you and Kachi have noticed it, and you are first to act.
I just think like that killer instinct, that like moment of like you're a professional, it's so second nature to you. Like it's like how I assume like an MLB batter feels, like getting up to the plate. Like you know what you need to do in this moment, and like you know those balls are coming fast, so you gotta go. And I feel like someone is potentially in danger, and so as soon as it's getting ready to move, it's like we fire the first arrow. And so I'm going to shoot an arrow with my longbow at this mimic.
Nice. Yes, you have found the mimic. You aim with your longbow, and it is now revealed.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Yes. Rolled really well. This is going to be a dreadful strike.
Ooh.
And this is going to be my favored foe for right now.
Nice. Yeah, so boom, bump up that D6 with your bonus action, I think, is declaring that.
It's a D4 for now.
Oh, nice. I think last time I played it was a little higher level ranger.
Oh, good. So I need to figure out how to do math really quick. Action plus 4. So 10 plus 2 piercing damage is 12 piercing damage and 2 psychic damage.
So 10 piercing plus 2 psychic. Nice.
12 piercing plus 2.
Oh, I don't know how I misheard that in that way.
No, you're good.
Nice.
I said it was 10, and then I had to add the favorite foe.
Nice. Yeah, you land an arrow kind of into this mimic's like body as it opens it up, about to bite onto Kachi. It doesn't get a hold of before you guys notice it. Boom. Arrow into this lantern. You see it does not like this very much. But kind of it seems to be getting a bit more aggressive.
I am going to walk into the room, but take a step this way.
Nice. Yeah,
So I
you.
don't know if that-
Give me
opportunity. I don't know.
Give me an acrobatics check in this case, just to slide past without getting an opportunity attack. Let's just say DC 12.
Dirty 20.
Nice. You're able to kind of like keep Kachi between you and the mimic. It's on the smaller side, so it's not going to be able to reach you as you kind of duck into this room.
Yeah. Now I'm concentrating on my favorite foe.
Nice. So concentrating there. That is Kachi. This arrow has flown past your shoulder as Gwyn gets a shot off at this mimic right as you are like about to touch this lantern to kind of be like, what is this? And then it just sprouts like a mouth and a tongue.
Oh, good looking out, kid. I put away my dagger, bring out my rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to go for it.
Go for it.
The help action from walk. So let's touch this. Let's try. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits. You're able to crack this lantern with your sword.
Cool. Nice. That'll be for 13 piercing.
13 piercing damage.
Wait. Nope. 11. 11 piercing.
11 piercing damage. Nice. 11 piercing damage. Bashing in. Or I guess it's stabbing in. Like, there's almost like a whistle. Like a... As like you strike with this like wooden sword. Like knocking out like you hit and like the glass of the lantern kind of explodes. As this lantern is looking very damaged now.
I will expend a bardic to do a defensive flourish.
Nice.
So since my weapon attack hit, I used a bardic inspiration, and it will do an extra amount of damage as well. Just 1 damage. But I'll add to my AC until my next turn.
Nice. Taking like this defensive stance, like this whistling sword, as you carve through the air, as you kind of take up positions and face off with this mimic. That brings us to Triggs.
So Triggs, like, really wants to take the gun out and fire, and then it's like, two people, and shoves it back in his pants, and will kind of jump, kind of leap over the turtle, and kind of like slide right on in, and just attempts to armored strike, just slap the lantern off the table.
Nice. Yeah,
Shatter.
you duck in and just kind of like finger claws out, swing at this mimic.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit. Roll your damage, just kind of as you basically bat this thing away from Kachi.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage as like your fingers kind of rake.
Finger web. They're on.
Like your webbed hand is a sea elf. You like get your kind of like long jagged fingernails, rake into this mimic, knock it onto the ground, and as it tumbles, it hits and it kind of like breaks, and like whatever was left inside shatters onto the ground. The mimic does not seem to be moving any longer.
For extra measure, can I hit it again?
Yeah.
Bonus action, unarmored strike.
Yeah, you like jump up and like a little kid jumping on top of it just like jump
and then I just
and
like slam my hands down on it, a little monkey-esque.
yes, you slam your hands down onto it, kind of like grinding your feet in, just being like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
I learned that when you leave a fish, if you think it's dead, you should hit it again. Just, because you don't want to eat a live fish. It's a little weird. It's just like the wriggling.
You get more and more strange as you keep talking, but you got rid of that mimic, so thank you.
You have amazing survivalist instincts, Triggs. Do not lean away from them.
Everyone, as this mimic goes down, everyone give me a perception check or an investigation check. Same rules apply as before.
11.
23.
I swap.
6.
I'll go. Did you guys both go for perception again?
I'm never going to be investigating a single thing.
Oh God.
You let me know. If you don't want to do that either, you don't have to.
We don't have
We
intelligence.
don't have to have anyone who ever gets up close to it. We can just shoot it from a distance.
Yeah, I'll do a 12 for perception because I did not do great on investigation.
Nice. As you all are in this room, Triggs is standing on top of this lantern, jumping up and down. 1 second, the next second, the lantern is intact on the table. No glass in the ground. It's all gone.
Yo, Kettle. Does this always do that?
The way the initiative order worked, this is helpful. Kettle standing in the doorway, with Walk, just kind of comes over, and just okay, yeah. The arcane, it got triggered. The room's clean. It's reset.
So we're good?
Kettle's gonna do a check as well. She exactly hit the DC needed. No, the room reset, but if it reset, the mimics can jump. There's something weird going on here. Something's not right.
Like it jumped back up to the thing like we just saw, or it jumped to a different place.
Like a bed.
Maybe something kinky's going on. It may not be a bed, but it could be a candle, and it could be a chair. As I rolled, and both of them wound up in this room.
No.
So that is going to be first let's say this the chair kind of the seat of it lifts up, and this tongue just shoots out for Kachi.
No.
Which is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hits. So it will do. That one's not too bad. So it does 10 points of bludgeoning damage with a pseudopod.
God.
And you stick to its tongue, but it doesn't pull you in on this turn. But you are attached to this mimic, and then from the wall, the candle is going to. I didn't really make the connection between candle from last campaign and now a candle being one of the first enemies in this campaign.
Yeah. Interesting, Matt. That you want to hurt me with emotional damage.
That's right, because the candle is in range to bite onto Gwyn.
No!
That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Candle's gonna hit.
That is going to be 9 piercing damage and 2 acid damage, as you are this candle jumps down, and like this waxy maw just like latches on to like around you, and it's like you are like kind of like there's just like wax like just like forming around you, seeming to grow as it gnaws on you, and you are like currently being grappled. You're not restrained, but it is like grappled onto you. Which brings us back around to Gwyn. You are
Great.
currently grappled by this mimic.
Okay. This thing is on me, so I'm not gonna shoot it with my bow. So instead I'm gonna reach into my sleeves and reveal 2 fans that have blades on the end, and I'm going to swing as the first one and try to hit this with my scimitar battle fan.
Nice, go for it.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 will hit.
Nice. And that will deal, yay, 6 plus 4, 10 slashing damage.
Nice.
Plus
Favorite
the
foe?
first creature. Not favorite foe, dreadful strikes. The first time I hit a creature with a weapon, I can deal 1d4 extra psychic damage to it.
Nice.
Once per turn. But so 2 psychic damage.
Nice.
And since it's a light weapon, I can bonus action attack again.
Nice, with an offhand weapon.
Yes. For another 14. And that's going to deal 3
hits.
Slashing damage.
Nice. Yeah, like these bladed fans kind of carving in. I imagine like unfolded, kind of almost having the pattern of like moth's eyes on them.
Right, exactly. It's yeah, like those like dots to like cover the face, and then
yeah, like in theory they could also become like a masquerade mask, just like
yeah, and of course these transformed in my disguise
into they are a sun.
Into a dawn.
Yeah, so Gwen begins fighting against the mimic that has her kind of like grappled, still kind of holding on to you, unless you want to use an action to break, which I should have mentioned, but you didn't do it. So.
I didn't want to. I wanted to kill it.
Kachi, you are attached, but you are like wrapped in this thing's tongue. So you are currently grappled as well. The tongue is easier to get out of if you want to try to break the grapple it has on you, or you could attack or do whatever your instincts tell you to do.
So I'm just grappled at the moment.
Yes, not restrained, just grappled.
Could I try to pull this chair to like here, or like try to fly out the room, bring it basically to where I am now. If I try to bolt it, have it like drag behind.
I think technically if you're grappled, your speed is 0, but I'd say if you want to do like a contested athletics to try to like overcome this thing's strength, I'll let that happen.
You know, I'm gonna go by the rules. That it's 0. Not that my athletics is really shit or anything. I will be fine.
But I'll say because you mentioned it that way, and because I think it makes sense. You kind of like feel it out, like, okay, what's the resistance here? You feel that it lets you come closer, it just doesn't let you go further away. So if you were to like close in on it, it would let you do that.
Okay. No, that's fine. I wanted to try to do some shenanigans. So instead, I that, but I was just shocked. Yeah, I'll just cast Blade Ward on myself.
Nice. Yeah, Blade Ward, so you're prepared to take like the next hit.
Bonus action at the moment. I'll just action, could I try to like out at all, or just try to move a little bit?
Yeah, I'd say with your bonus action, if you want to try to do this like contested movement to move in a direction and fight against this thing, you can.
Okay.
It's like because you'd still be grappled, but maybe you can get yourself into like a better position or something.
Yeah. Okay. Do it.
I got a 19 from the mimic.
That'll be my 8.
Oh yeah, you try to this little tiny little owlin tries to pull this giant chair made for medium-sized individuals, and can't quite get the traction it needs.
God, no! Someone out! Burn it! Burn the whole room! I'm sorry. This whole place has got to go.
Back to the fireball plan. That is Triggs. Triggs, you saw the cleric you're traveling with pulled out some bladed fans and is being swallowed by a candle. The owl has a chair's tongue wrapped around it, and the lantern that you just destroyed is repaired again.
Oh man, we are so bilged and buggered. Okay, I'm gonna take out the pistol because now's the time for pistol. And I like kind of am thinking which one to shoot it at, and then I have this kind of momentary like tremor thinking of the last time I actually fired this was on the ship, and just the sort of associated memory that came with that. But I'm gonna aim it towards the base of the tongue where of the chair that has Kachi.
Nice. And just for my information, are you trying to damage the chair or try to free Kachi?
I'll damn it. Yeah, I'm not calling the shot. I'm just for
cool.
flavor.
Yeah. You're aiming at the tongue. Go ahead and fire on this chair.
Ooh, 10?
10 will not hit. It like bing, 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 it bounces off of the like a metal piece of the chair and bounces around the room.
Oh. Gosh, I only have like 10 of these. Ah, man. Shove the pistol back in my pants. And I instead
Wait, the kid's got a gun? Metal.
Metal.
What? It's
I'm
sick.
gonna leap across the floor. And the turtle's gotta walk, so it's like it's all fine. We all have cool things. And I'm gonna just slam my hands using I'll spend a key point to flurry blows.
Nice flurry blows on the candle mimic. Just like the claws raking into the wax.
Well, that's better. That couldn't have been for the thing. Dirty it's like 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
6 points of damage on the first strike.
Nice. Damages this thing. It's looking in rough shape. Does not like
17.
that. 17 will also hit.
And 5 points of damage on the second strike.
Nice. Candle Mimic is still up, but is not very happy about it. I think did I add the red to Gwyn, or did you do that?
I added the red to
okay, cool.
Because I was bloodied.
There we go. I've added it to the candle, but it didn't show up. So you raking into the candle, claws into it. When by this point, a very familiar feeling comes over everyone. This time, it is not so subtle. Triggs, you notice the smashed glass lantern is back in the room, and you turn around to kind of look at that as this arcane hum goes through the entire room. And Gwyn, you look around and you notice for like immediately the sheets in this room are not brown. You are in like a flash of magic. You are now in the green room.
Oh my god.
As attached and still attached to this candle mimic.
Oh no.
And similarly, Kachi, being unfamiliar with the area, You look around in an instant, and you realize that you are surrounded by what was 3 and is now 5 gray, 5 gray beds,
Oh no!
still attached to a living chair.
You've been bamboozled hard. I don't know what to say, but this is bad.
This is not good.
Yeah, that's Kachi. That's not that Kachi. That's Kettle. Kettle's kind of like rubs her eyes, looking around like, wait, what? Triggs, you're still here?
I think so. I mean, one time Pasty Jean gave me a mushroom that kind of tasted funny, and then afterwards everything got a little fuzzy, just like this. But yeah, I'm
yeah,
here.
Yeah, I got some of those. I think it reset. Your friends are in one of these rooms. We may have to split up.
Is this thing still dead?
That one seems dead.
Okay.
Yeah, like the body of the mimic. I've been rolling randomly. The body of the mimic showed back up in the first room. Hey, you take Walk with you. He's going to help you out. I'm going to try and find your friends.
Okay.
You should do the same, right? And
Sure. They're not my friends. Yeah.
Kettle's going to just roll randomly to see which room she's going to go into. Kettle rolled randomly. She steps into the green room and sees Gwen held by the candle still. Oh, okay. That's alive. Okay. I'm gonna pull you. Okay, maybe that'll help. And she's gonna grab your hands. She's gonna like start tugging on you. She's not gonna try to free you right now. Instead, she's going to heal you. Nice. She cures you for 11 health with a cure wounds as she kind of grabs your hands. Hey, you're stronger than a candle, right?
I am.
Yeah. I thought
Thank you for
so.
reminding me. I needed that reminder, though. I was very frightened.
I'm gonna be level with you. It was a question. I wasn't sure. But that is going to be the candle, which is going to keep gnawing on Gwen, who is currently being swallowed by it. That is a dirty 20 to hit. And you're still being bitten/swallowed. Only 1 acid damage that time, but it is going to be 6 more piercing damage. As like the only hard thing about this mimic is its teeth. Everything else is wax, but it's just kind of like grinding into your leg. The mimic is going to try to pull you in. Kachi, go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. Or, no, sorry, it's not. It's give me acrobatics or athletics check to resist this.
15.
You are indeed pulled closer to the mimic. It got a 16. To reel in this tiny owl, and it is going to try to bite onto you, getting a bit more leverage than before. That is an 18 to hit. That is going to be 5 acid damage, if that matters, and 6 piercing damage as it gets its teeth onto you.
My blade ward with resistance.
Oh, yes. So you resist the piercing damage. So you take the acid damage, but you half the piercing damage.
But still 8.
I think it ended up being 8 in total. I think it was 5 acid, and then 6 half to 3 piercing.
Go down.
Kachi goes down. But that brings us to Gwen. Being grappled by this candle, your health is in a stronger place now. What is your move?
Well, I lost concentration on the last favored foe that I just had. Um, so I'm gonna attack again this candle
Nice.
and see how that goes. Hey, I believe it's +6 to hit. What was it? Yes, +6. 21.
21 will absolutely hit.
Okay, and then it will deal the dreadful strike. So 9 slashing and 2 psychic. I guess.
This you slash through the rest of this candle, and the wick wilts and goes out. This candle is down.
Okay. And then I'm gonna scream like, "Where is everybody?" And run into the hallway if that can happen. Am I allowed to run? Into the hallway?
Yeah, you are. The candle has let go of you. You are free to move. You can run into the hallway. And you kind of like give a shout. And Triggs, you definitely hear Gwen. And you can like respond. That's fine.
Boom. There.
Ah, still here.
Is this alive again?
Nope.
No,
It
no,
is
it's good. It's good.
like smashed on the ground. There's just like it's like the remnants of like the fight, like the broken glass and everything that Triggs jumped on is back here.
Right. Then I'm just running into the hallway, and I now see where Triggs is, but I am actively staying in the hallway.
Nice. Cool. In the hallway, that's Gwen's turn. Are you because you attacked? Great. Kachi, that's going to be the first death save of the game.
Really happening pretty early. 15.
15.
Okay.
That is a success. That is Triggs. Triggs, you and Walk are in here. You have a help action from Walk from Kettle's last turn. So Walk is there to back you up. But what would you like to do?
Walk is clarify for me once again. Walk is a turtle
He is a turtle.
with a frying pan on his back.
Basically, he's like a pancake turtle, so he's very flat. So it's almost like a griddle. But he's on fire, so if that helps you.
Does he have a handle to hold him by?
Yeah, for sure.
Say, all right, little buddy, you're with me, and I'm gonna grab the turtle by his handle, and I'm gonna run out into the hallway with him.
Nice. You run out into the hallway and
I don't speak turtle. Which way do you think they went? And I will roll to see which way. How many rooms we have? We have 9. Well, I can at least safely eliminate. That door's open. That door's open. Okay.
yeah, like you saw Kettle. You can basically like the one door that Kettle came out of is open, and so like
Yeah.
Kettle hasn't said anything, so you can guess he's not in there.
Okay. Oh, that is a 1. So I am gonna head all the way back down the hallway through the first door, I guess.
Yeah, nice. You take off running into this first door, opening it.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I guess I'm taking the dash action and going in.
Nice. You dash to get down here. Flaming turtle in tow. Give me a perception check or an investigation check if you'd like to kind of scan this room. And that's just kind of like by being in here, you can do that.
Perception's gonna be a 14.
Room seems clear. I mean, it's
Okay,
obviously Kachi isn't here, but doesn't seem to be anything in the room.
No tiny owl, just the turtle and me.
I shout from down here.
Nice. In a sort of flurry. Now from the hallway, you can kind of get a sense of this like this like shuddering happening. Gwen, as the rooms once again shift. I'm in the wrong lair. There's that. And that. Cool. So the rooms once again shift. As the lair action happens and shifts everything, anyone who would like to, once again, make a perception or investigation check to look at the room that they are in or closest to, go ahead and do that for me.
9.
Kettle got a 7.
21.
Nice. Your room appears to be clear, Triggs. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I missed one of them. Yeah, everything still seems to be clear, Triggs. Cool. That's the lair action. That is Kettle. This room is clear, so Kettle is gonna duck out. See kind of like, okay, door number 1 where Triggs went is open. I can see Gwyn. Kind of like the door, like green door's open, brown door's open, pink door's open, and is just gonna kind of look around at Gwyn like, doing all right. I gotta find the little guy.
Yeah.
And I just rolled it. D20 doesn't do me any good. Kettle is going to run and open this top corner. And is going to peek in. It's a new room, so she's going to do another perception check. No Kachi! This room is clear of Kachi. But she hasn't used an action, so she'll ready an attack. And as she opens the door, okay, no Kachi. Ah, shit! No, actually not. No, actually yes. The chair that was once spitting when chewing on Kachi. There's a broken lantern in this room, but also a chair that now has a taste for small individuals. Is going to try to pseudopod Kettle. That is an 18. It gets a hold of the little goblin. That is 3 damage to Kettle. But with Kettle's prepared reaction, she's going to try and break this grapple. Not bad showing from Kettle. That is going to be a 17 acrobatics, which beats the natural 1 from the mimic. The mimic, like, okay, we got another mimic! And she manages to kind of, like, get her chef's knife into the tongue and pry it off. So she is not grappled. That brings us to Gwen.
Okay. Well, we have a mimic, but we don't have the little boy. So I'm going to run to this door and open it. Because it's the next door.
Nice.
Direction
You
I'm traveling.
run to the next door. You get to the purple door. Open it up. You don't see Kachi inside, but you've opened a new door. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check.
13.
It looks to be clear.
But I don't see Kachi.
You do not.
So can I open this door?
You still have movement. You can open that door. You open the door. You see Kachi inside, unconscious on the ground.
I'll scream, Kachi's in here! I have an action still, but I'm far from Kachi. So is there any danger in this room to Kachi that I see?
Give me a perception check. I'd say the mimic check is the same, but like perceived danger is going to be lower.
13 again.
There doesn't seem to be any dangers in here beyond if there's a mimic hiding in here somewhere. But you see the like shatter, like you see like the goopy remains of the candle mimic. So you know that like, okay, the mimic that's in here is dead.
All right. I'm going to then use my action to run and like hold Kachi so that in case like Twister shenanigans happen again, that we'll probably go together. Because the
Nice.
candle and I teleported together when it was grabbing onto me, so I just want to like get action
Yes.
dash to be on so that if I teleport away with Kachi, that we'll go together.
Very nice. Is your action to dash to get there, or do you have it? Do you have an action left? Oh, okay, I see. So you get there. You get close enough to Kachi. Kachi, go ahead and give me another roll. That's going to be another death save from Kachi.
I've been doing pretty well.
Nice. Another success. Kachi blinking in and out. You like kind of have vague memories of like training with like this, like you would like hear the ringing of the anvil like from your parents' blacksmith shop, like pounding on this wooden metal. Just it sounded like a song that would just tickle the treetops, and the way that like much softer than metal, it didn't make this aggressive ting. It almost made almost a like hum or a thrum, almost like a string instrument. And it feels calm and it's lulling you to somewhat sleep, but it's a sleep where, okay, you're not ready to give in just yet as you kind of keep fighting back. Triggs, that's you. You heard Gwyn yell from down the hall that they have found Kachi. Probably relayed that Kachi's unconscious. But you are all the way down here in the pink room. It has after the shuffle. You got a good look. You think the room is clear. What's your instincts?
Instinct was the room was clear from an initial check.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll get back in the action. I'm gonna pick up my turtle. I will bonus action step of the wind because it's a long way to go. Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60, 75, 80 is as close as I can get. Do I have an angle on the mimic that's attacking?
Kettle?
Yeah, or if like I'm right here, do I have an angle on it?
I'd say you got a little bit of an angle. I'll give it like half cover, so it's going to be a little harder to hit, but you can definitely like see kind of like you can like fire through Kettle because she has broken the grapple, so she can kind of lean back as you like fire past her.
Cool. We'll fire that pistol again. I actually want to hit something.
Heck yeah.
And I'm not gonna. That's again.
That is not gonna hit. Just trying to get. There's a lot of chaos and angle.
Just, like, shooting a gun.
Just shooting a gun.
Somebody gave this child a gun, and he's just going. It's
okay. The kid with the gun seemed cool, but I don't know if he's trained to use it.
I'm like, there's a dead body of an owl.
I'm rethinking this stance. Did he shoot the owl?
This isn't triggering at all to my survivor character.
Control, take the whole where anvils sing.
That is going to be another shuffle. So the candle disappears from the room, like this like melted wax candle disappears, and what appears to be a normal candle takes its place in the room that you are in, Gwyn. That one is going to go here, and this pops somewhere else. Cool. Everyone, if you're in a room or near a room, go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check. Gwyn, you can check the gray room that you're in, and then because you're in the hallway, Triggs, you could probably check either the red, purple. I'd say check the purple or brown, and Kettle will check the red. Kettle is not rolling well for perception. It seems clear. I don't know.
Yeah, 10. 11.
Seems-
I'm just kidding.
Seems clear.
Good.
I got a natural 1. Does the turtle get to make a check?
The turtle's gonna make a check. The turtle also got a natural 1. The turtle's just
the turtle-
Walk is just looking at you.
Listen, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't get to shoot very often. In fact, this isn't even my gun. But you don't tell anybody.
I just have that conversation with my turtle companion, who is now my best friend.
Nice. Yeah, Walk. Stick with the guy. And Kettle's going to run in. Kettle is also going to now throw a cure wounds on Kachi. Sadly, that was a bad roll. You're only going to get 4 hit points back. But Kettle, you're conscious again. I wasn't watching you do the healing stuff. I just eat this, I guess.
My God.
And like you woke up, you wake up with like a muffin being force fed into your mouth.
Oh, what?
Food's the best medicine. I don't know.
Listen, I'm not. This was that lemon poppy seed. Damn.
Yeah,
Actually-
the lemon's nice and bright because muffins can be heavy.
Brains tend to expand in
Right
birds. Never mind.
Nice.
Their stomachs.
You call me fat?
Yeah, that's
Sure.
Walk is going to give you a help
This kid's
action
a nerd.
again. Triggs, that's Kettle's turn. That brings us back around to Gwen.
Okay, so Kachi's been healed,
Kachi's been healed.
but I don't think there's anything in this room.
There doesn't appear to be anything in this room. It all seems
Good,
quiet.
We should leave this room. Okay, so okay, I can get just outside the room.
Aaron, makeup. Jody, no.
Do we see anything anywhere? Where should I be going?
Any room that you want to like peer into, you can just like by looking in, you can do another perception investigation check. I'm like letting that be just like you're free, kind of doing it as just like your cursory glance as a free action on your turn, basically.
Heard. I'll do that. I'll use all my movement and I'll look in the purple room.
Nice. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check.
23.
Nice. You know for sure this purple room is clear. Like, okay, we know what the mimics are now, basically. Some of them anyway. I don't see anything moving. Purple's clear.
Okay. With this in mind, I'll relay that information and be like, purple's clear. And I'll kind of like rub my hands over myself. I'll cast Long Strider on myself and just give myself more movement speed.
Nice. You bump up your movement speed in preparation for finding where the next mimics are, basically.
Yeah, and then with that 10 feet, I'll take 2 more steps.
Nice. Kachi, you are back up. You are healed. Kettle has given you a lemon poppy seed muffin, has healed you right on up as you kind of chew through the last couple bites. As you come to, go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check to scan the room. Because you didn't get to do that before.
Hey, it's a nat 20.
Hey.
I'll do an investigation.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you immediately, like, you're like feeling around, room is clear. Like, you're like, okay, cool. The chair that tried to eat me isn't here. There's no like remnants. Like, kind of just like giving this evil glares at all the beds. You do like a little bit of like a whistle check with your sword, just like nothing flinches. This room is clear.
Thank you for the muffin kit. I'm gonna
Yeah, no problem.
test for some
Kid, I'm older than you.
myself. Listen.
I mean, I think. How old are you? You're tiny.
I'm tired, but I got, his voice is treetops. 25-ish, let's give or take. Let's say.
You're,
They reach adulthood at 30, so we'll give me a little old because I'm a little immature.
you're 20. You're 25. I'm 25. What's your deal?
Yeah. My deal. What's your deal?
Yeah, we'll talk after this.
All right. Ah. I healed myself for 8 more hit points.
Nice. Yeah. Get yourself patched back up. Take some time to eat the muffin and heal up. Triggs, that's you in the hallway with Walk. Walk gave you a help action, so you have that for this round if you'd like it. What is Triggs going to do?
Going to shit. Had he given me a help action last time? Could I have taken the shot with advantage?
Oh shit, he could have. You could have. Yeah, I didn't remind
that's
you.
my fault.
Sorry.
That's my fault. So I'm just gonna. Okay, great. So I have the action. I will check my door right over here on whatever that is.
I almost asked you. Oh yeah, the yellow door. You don't know because you haven't opened the door yet.
It's true, but also like even if I had, I mean, I'm colorblind. It could be.
That's
a weird,
fair. This is really
weird
rude. I forgot 2 people are colorblind.
Yeah. Being hazed, Seth. Welcome.
I actually feel I've never felt more welcome. This is like being back in college. All
I should have been more attentive. That's rude.
Shout out to
I
fraternity.
should have numbered them.
Wait, the beds are in circles.
You've come to the triangle room. I see.
But you.
Your mom, you love geometry? Like, what's this about? Triangle bed?
It's all about
There's only
shapes.
hammocks in this one.
Literally a cylinder. Like,
Looking inside, you see the remnants of the lantern that you smashed and like jumped on is on the ground. Go ahead and give me a perception check to check the rest of the room.
also, Matt, I'm gonna stay just inside the room so that I can teleport to another room. Just in case.
Okay, cool.
Just try to grab more ground.
24 for the rest of the room.
24. You know this room is clear. The only mimic is the dead one.
The only mimic is a dead one. And I continue on to the next door.
The only mimic is a dead one.
I didn't say good. I didn't say bad. Just the only mimic.
You open the green room, and there is a cast of people waiting to go on stage. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can I use that help action now?
Absolutely.
Well, it's marginally better. It's a 12 as opposed to a natural 1.
Oh, God. Room looks to be clear.
Okay. Gosh, I'm getting there's a lot of doors. Ships don't have this many doors. How much action would you say I've now expended? Would you suppose between those 2 checks?
The checking is just a free action. Basically, it's a part of the puzzle I've constructed. So I am asking you to do it, so it's not costing you anything. In my explanation of the rules, I guess. I made the game.
Cool, so then
I'll decide what I want to do.
I'll hop back across real quick. Because no, that's not what I rolled 20. Stop that. Check old brown room again.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
16.
16 for a perception check. Don't see anything too weird in here. But there also doesn't appear to be any dead mimics in here.
Okay. Nothing.
And so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40. Dang it. I'm not going to be able to make it to that other room. So instead, I will enter this one and blindly prod a bed.
You enter and you blindly prod the bed. Go ahead and touch it. If you want to roll an investigation check, go for it.
My very good investigation that I have. Hey, that's a 19.
Hey, you touch the bed. It feels really comfortable. It definitely doesn't try to eat you. But after like the shipwreck and honestly sleeping in like a hammock, or if you had a hammock, or just kind of on the ground, this feels awesome.
This is what a bed is? This is awesome.
Wait, did the kid ask if what a bed was?
And will proceed to wrap the sheet around his neck like a cape.
Walk just kind of gives a slow nod, like, mm-hmm. That's what happens. That is the lair action, which is the arcane shuffle. Are you ready? Kachi, you hear a sound behind you as the as the waxy body of one of these mimics suddenly appears behind you, but does not appear to threaten you because it's dead. The rooms are shuffled. Triggs, if you want to give me another perception or investigation check. Same for you, Kachi. Kettle will do one as well. And then Gwyn from the hallway, you can choose one of the rooms to get one for free basically now.
Holy shit, that's another nat 20.
Nice. You and Kettle at the same time say, room's clear. She got a 22.
Nice. Room's clear.
15 for me.
Nice.
For perception.
Cool. Everyone's rooms seem to be all good, except for the dead candle.
I also got a 15 for perception, but I don't even know where I'm perceiving. Here?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Whichever one you'd like.
Yeah, I think this one is across the hall.
Nice. And I'd say from like the vantage point, I'll give you both the yellow and the purple. Seems clear.
Right.
That is Kettle's turn. This room seems clear. 5, 10, 15, 20. She'll check purple room. Oh, because you already kind of did that one anyway. So, and she is going to. Oh, she'll cast guidance on you, Gwyn. Yeah, we gotta. It seems quieter. Like we found some of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got guidance, so you can add a D4 to your skill checks for as long as she concentrates on it. And Walk will give you another help action, Triggs. You and the turtle have bonded. That brings us back around to Gwyn.
Okay. So right now there's one door that's closed, right?
Yes, there's only one door that is closed. Everything else is open.
Right. 15, 20, 30. As I get here, I just want to look into this room.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a check.
16. No. 16.
Looks pretty good.
Okay. I mean, I'll dash and open the door just so it's open.
Yeah, you dash open the door. So the blue room has also now been revealed. Everything is open. Give me a perception check as you look inside.
Okay. 21.
21. You have hit the DC. You see this chair is like spitting out owl feathers over on the side, seemingly having been the one to take a chomp out of Kachi, but seemingly annoyed by these feathers floating in the air. You see the bed sheets lift up and go to blow the feathers away as randomly 3 of the mimics rolled to be in the exact same room, because there's also the smashed lantern that was been taken out.
Oh my goodness. I'll look over at Kettle and just...
You gesture like, no.
Yeah. And then I will take a step because I dashed. So I'll take a step out of the way so I can be like...
Nice. Yeah. Triggs, you're close enough to the door. Kachi, you as well. Like, you pick up on, like, the sudden stillness, and then Kettle can kind of, like, pass the message along, like, Gwyn found it. Or Jody found it. I forgot you're Jody.
No, Jody.
That Kachi, that's you.
Okay. Since Jody found it, Now, Matt, can you tell me the exact rules of Shatter? And do I need to see the point?
I think you do need to see the point that you're casting the spell in.
What does it say?
Yeah, this is just from my memory. What's it say?
Unloud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature within a sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. Thunder damage, inorganic material, a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, and metal has disadvantage on saving throw. Non-magical object also takes damage in its upcast. The components are, I think, visual, somatic, and material.
Okay, it doesn't say a point you can see within range. It's just a point. So, I'll say, because you haven't seen into the room yet, it'll be a little harder. Give me your bard, give me a charisma check. I'd say DC 12 to get both of them, but you're guaranteed to get one.
Nice. 30-20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, like Gwen's pointing in there, and you just know, okay, the room, I'll just aim for the middle of the room. And you kind of like cast this spell. What's it look like as Kachi casts this shatter spell?
Like you were saying before, with like the thinking of the anvil and having like this weird like wooden hum with like, but it's like there's sparks are flying, but like it's just like almost like an axe chopping away at wood. It kind of is like a whistling, and then once it hits, it's like that giant like. And the shatter is like a big like anvil hit on like this arbor metallic.
Yes, like it's almost like Gwen. You can almost hear it like almost like hear it traveling like boom, boom, as like it he bends this sound wave around you into the room. I figured, inorganic or not, they're objects. So I gave them both disadvantage, and they rolled a natural 1 and a natural 3. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Cool. 8. Yes. Okay. 16, 21 points of thunder damage.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
That is very nice. Gwen, peeking in, you see that these mimics are already looking pretty rough. Upon the bed's first debut is in rough shape. Same with the chair, who has gotten a taste for this little owlin.
Yeah. Yo, Jody, how'd it go? We good? Or bad? Hey, that's all right. Oh,
So close.
I'm so close. Please don't.
What?
Triggs, that's you. Like Jody has called out where the enemies are, and you see Kachi has like flourished his blade and sent this like shockwave. You can almost like feel it reverberating, boom, through the rooms. Like some of the other furniture gets destroyed, and Kettle's just like, "Hey, okay, the blue room will be closed, but everything else seems fine."
Oh, it's storming fantastic. Cool. I'm gonna rush out of the room. New sheet cape flying behind me. As I don't know if okay, I got a good feeling about it this time. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I can get right up to here, and I can't make another. And I don't want to spend all my key points, so instead I'm just gonna fire through the wall. I was like, I think I can hit it. I think I got it.
Give me an attack with disadvantage. but walk's help action can cancel it out. So a straight roll.
Thank God. This will be. I'm like, nice little fire.
This is the shot you're gonna hit.
Please.
This is the one.
This is gonna be a natural 20. You just.
I can feel it.
Absolutely.
It was not a natural 20, but it was a dirty 20.
That will hit through the wall, even with 3/4 cover. Go ahead and roll your damage on this chair.
Yes.
Like, hey, the walls
Kid-
don't fix
No,
themselves.
kid, the wall's not a mimic. I have to fix that later.
I also okay.
Dude,
And by that, I mean I'm gonna make Bash fix that later.
Right.
You
That's
can,
classic older
you can
sibling
decide
stuff,
if this is
right?
Not good because I did already roll, but I did forget. I have the what is it? I have a thing. It's a thing.
The
Do you have sharpshooter?
or
Um,
Kensai can like sharpen the blade or something.
Yeah, it's Kensai shot. Yeah, as my bonus action, can I have used that just to enhance?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. Cool.
That
That
was
was it.
extra damage, right?
Yeah.
Alan would know.
Yeah, our little monk
Yeah.
resident over there.
You should know.
That is 10 points of damage plus an additional 4, so 14 points of piercing damage.
This stray bullet fired through a wall is enough to take out like the headrest of this chair, like split it in two, and like the chair's tongue just kind of drops as this mimic goes down.
I get it.
Yes. It's like I just feel like I'm incredulous at this point.
Oh, I'm the best storming pirate you guys have
Survivor.
ever seen.
Kettle's like, wait, he got it? Holy, yeah, I guess shoot the walls. Kachi, should we start stabbing walls? That's not really our thing.
I don't know. No.
I want this to be my room whenever I come back and stay here. Okay. I want everybody to know.
Yes,
This is
that's Trig's room. We won't even fix that bullet. Actually, that would probably be a little creepy because people could like look in there. We'll fix it. We'll put up a frame.
Oh, that's well, but then you could just like move the frame. You got to get some good plywood. You get some like
Yeah.
plaster in there.
Yeah, Bash will do it. That's not my problem.
Nice. Like oatmeal. I feel like that would-
Oatmeal. I can make you oatmeal.
I heard people do it with ramen before.
That is going to be another room shuffle. So there is a level with you. This is the last mimic remaining, but his location is about to change
Where's that bed going?
as the bed, like you see it like closed its mouth, and then a strange stillness fills the room. Gwen and Triggs, give me a perception check for the blue room or this room. Kachi, if you want to give me a check for the surrounding rooms, and Kettle will do the same.
21.
Ooh. Natural 2 from Kettle.
18.
Nice.
Through perception, since I'm not gonna be able to look
Yeah.
immediately at anything. A dirty 20.
Nice. So Gwyn, you have a pretty good vantage point. You still have guidance if you wanted to, if you used it or hadn't. You still passed anyway. So you know for sure. Pink room's clear. Blue room's clear. Triggs, from the hallway, you don't have a great vantage point. You kind of peek through like the bullet hole that you made, but you don't really see too much in there. Kachi, you're able to kind of peer into the brown room, and I'd say Dirty 20, you are like a good vantage point for these three rooms. Green, yellow, and brown are all clear.
To go again.
Oh, I was just confused. That's Kettle's turn. Kettle is going to reposition and kind of do another check over here. God, natural 1. I don't see what is going on. Yeah, Kachi, that was a sick spell. I got your back. So she'll give the help action to Kachi, and Wok will give the help action to Triggs again. That is back around to Gwyn.
Okay, so we didn't see it in the blue room, right?
Blue
We
room.
don't know about this.
I'd say with your check, because you're in the hallway, you can see more. Pink and blue are both clear. So room 1, room 2 are clear.
Heard. Okay, so is green clear? Have we cleared green?
No one has looked in green yet.
Okay, I will look in green. Natural 20.
Nice. Green is clear.
Okay, I will clear out this. Okay, so 5. And we think this room is also clear, right? Next to
Yes, 9, 8, and no one has cleared. Kachi has cleared 4, 8, and 9. Those are all clear. So up until now, you know everything is clear. No one's looked in 5, 6, or 7.
All right. Well, I will tap Kachi, and I will give you also Long Strider so that you also have the +10 to your movement, and say, find this bed.
And that is Kachi's turn.
That's my turn.
Great. Then yeah, I'll try to position myself since all 3 of these doors are open. I'll have 40 feet of movement now. 20. Can I kind of do the same where like I can like look into all 3 of these rooms at once?
Yeah,
Or...
go ahead and give me a roll.
You're an owl.
Would you like
Your neck is
Would you like one roll to work for all of them, or do you want to roll 3 individual for each room?
I'll do 3 individual, and I'll use my help action.
Ooh,
6.
nice. So starting with 6.
Yeah, I'll start with 6 because I got a feeling about 6. Natural 20.
Natural 20. You know for sure that 6 is clear. Because it's a natural 20, pick 5 or 7. I'll give you a straight answer on those 2, or one of the 2.
5.
5. Looking in, you are about to dismiss it, and you see that the bed does in fact move.
Dust and feathers. And I'll cast Shatter again.
Oh my god! Go ahead and roll your damage first.
Not taking a chance on this freaking bed. Amazing. Nice. 16.
16. Had it saved, it would have survived, but it did not. Strike the final blow, Kachi. What's this look like?
Yeah, the same. As soon as like I kind of like Bobby was mentioning, like kind of turn my head after that and like no. And same thing, a little less graceful than like the curve shot was. But yeah, I kind of just see it like emanating and like a ripple effect, just like the bed just like it just like blows up.
Like, yeah, the explosion, the bed blows up, like feather pillows and things explode. So like from the hallway he fires it, so you just see an explosion of bedding out of the room covering Kachi in like exploded bedding and feathers as the mimic problem is dealt with. With the mimics kind of destroyed, basically the second shatter goes off and just kind of this moment of stillness happens as everyone just kind of like looks, eye contact, shifts again, and Kettle just kind of does like a slow walk of the room. Like, okay, seems like we're okay, right? Like it's not just me. Seems good, right?
Well,
No, I think we're good. I think we're fine.
Whew. Job well done.
Seriously, Kraken's cock. That was like the weirdest thing I've ever like seen, but that was awesome.
Well, damn, kid, you're
Whoa.
not wrong.
Oh,
Whoa.
is this what pirates
Damn,
do?
I
Like,
think you're a sailor just from your mouth.
Hey, you know better than me what pirates do every day, man. I basically lived in this tavern my whole life.
I mean, you've had to have pirates come in here every now and again.
I
yeah.
mean,
What happens to the pirates who like show up and then they can't leave?
Gilda takes them away. Like, I don't really, don't.
Like takes them away to like a nice like what? Why? What? Like
No, I mean,
kill 'em?
if people come and like, cause yeah, sometimes people wash up and they try to like attack other people and like start stealing stuff from people. Like, that doesn't really fly here. So like, yeah, there's like the wing of the land, Lance. He's kind of this hardcore dude, like this human, grizzled, intimidating, but like a good guy. He's kind of does investigations and that kind of thing, looks into people, and then you know what? The bad people don't stick around too often.
Right. So let's, sister, do you need to do anything to like cleanse these runes, Jody? As a sister of the faith?
Yeah, kid, whatever you got to do.
well, we can never know if we're too protected, but it seems like our task is complete. So I believe our first business should be checking in, making sure that. What was that gentleman's name who runs the tavern? Who?
My dad, Skip.
Skip.
Yeah, Skip Shot.
Skip shot. That's
Skippy.
what it
No, Skip Shot Crimsonwood Svetzel. That's not a mouthful, is it?
was. Crimson Wood Svetzel. We should let him know that we believe that we were successful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said that he was promising you guys like a good meal and stuff, right? Yeah. Look,
Some room.
Yes!
And
making up pots and pots and pots of stew for everyone coming in from the ocean. I got it. It's more about volume than flavor. I'm gonna hook you guys up, okay? And I'll give you some leftovers for later. It's the least I can do. You guys,
That's very
you guys fight real good. I'm learning. I know some people. They're training me. It's a little bit of an underground group. Learning a few things here and there, but you guys are good.
Does
You
this
guys
group
trying to
have a
be, like-
name?
No, it's
guys
just a
trying
few.
to be, like, curse
It's
breakers?
just a few friends of mine. Not curse breakers. That's not really not exactly my thing.
Trying to be pirates?
Yeah, something like that, Triggs.
I can teach you how to do that if you need.
I look forward to it, kid.
Can I? What's this guy's deal? What is like? What am I getting? Like this is such a weird thing, but like, are they a dreamer? Do they have like
Nice.
higher aspirations? Are they like they want to be a really good at what they do person? Like, what's their
Yeah.
vibe? What do
The
they think their
vibes
team
from
is?
Kettle so far. She's the chef of this place. She seems to have a passion for cooking. Like she has like what is effectively the chef's feet. So that's why she was able to give Triggs temporary HP. It was the chef feet
Right.
thing. The wildfire druid, her flame companion is Walk the turtle. So there's some druidic element to what she's doing. You talked to Skip, the bartender, and he talked to Bash. Like Bash, Bash doesn't want to leave. Like their tiefling daughter, she wants to hang out here. But the three kids could all be different. It seems like she enjoys what she does. She's a good cook. That is a passion of hers. Maybe she doesn't want to do it here all the time.
All right.
So if anything, just the cursory vibes you pick up from Kettle, being a little more forthcoming because we're just starting off. But
Yeah.
Skip seemed to know that Pluck wants to be the most famous bard in Korsaire. Presumably he wants to leave. He knows Bash doesn't want to leave.
Right.
He didn't offer what Kettle's plans were. Maybe she didn't share them. She's the oldest. Who's to say?
Right. I just wanted to like. how
Yeah,
does this
that's
child
basically
fit?
what you've gotten from like just reminding you of past conversations. If you want to do like
Right.
insight checks or something, history checks on what she said to kind of see
No,
kind
I
of
feel
what
like
her motivation
I
is.
trust-
Yeah.
I know it seems crazy to be like, what's let's. I want to see how she keeps mentioning how useful we are as combat people.
Yeah.
So I want to see how I'm useful to her, if that makes sense. Like, and
Interesting.
obviously, yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
because obviously she's trying to play us a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good person, but she's hyping us up a lot. I think yes. 19.
Nice. I don't think she's. Yeah, cool. There's like you pick up on the fact that like she's being a little guarded, a little dodgy about this information. Like you asked like who are these people, and she's kind of dodged it a little bit. But she's said that they're not curse breakers, but she's complimented your guys' ability to like hold your own in a fight. I would say like you pick up on the fact that like okay, not that she sees you all as threats, but like, okay, Triggs is a kid. He's a little unpredictable, but I kind of like him. Kachi's powerful. I've seen him do some stuff. And like, you're almost like an anomaly. Like, I haven't figured out what it is you do just yet.
All right. Damn. All right. All right. So let's report back, I believe, to
Yeah.
and just telltale of our success. Get a bed for the night. We've had a wild evening. And
I mean,
I
you're doing great with fans and little guy. That gun, you need a
I
tighter
need more
grip.
bullets. Yeah, I know.
I don't know about that. I mean, you did a good job through the wall, but
Thanks.
And I can't. I don't want this to sound rude. I can't, are you a young elf? You just look so young.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself. What I know you're a
How
pirate.
old are you?
I don't know, like, what's old?
as the adult in the room,
Not a good start, kid.
I don't like.
We're the same age. What are you talking about? Why are you trying to prove that you're an adult?
How old are you, Mr. Preacher?
Oh God, I probably aged myself. I said I was like an older woman. I am 42 years old
Wait.
as a human. That's you know, I still have
it's-
some life in me, but it's rude to ask a woman her age.
Oh,
No.
okay. So it's
Yeah,
not rude,
bro.
but it's not rude to ask me my age, and also if I'm an elf.
Well, are you?
Kid's got a point. No.
Well, now I don't want to answer. I don't know. Like, I don't. Clearly, I'm not a person. Well, this is
You're a
hey.
person.
Triggs,
I'm a
we're just trying to get to know
person,
you.
And a respected member of this group, and I'm glad you're here. I just want to know how to take care of you.
You don't need to take care of me. I took care of myself plenty on the ships. Honestly, most of the times I would get my own food. So like, I don't even need any of the fancy turtle cooking over here. Although I really like it.
not here you ate rats.
Yeah, I also heard the rats thing.
Okay.
I was
Hey,
cauterizing a full man's.
No,
leg,
if you
feels
like
like-
if you like it, yeah, fine. There's probably rats around, but like, I'll cook something for you. Just don't worry about it.
Thanks, Kat.
Exactly.
Also, Miss Lady of God, which may or may not exist. Do you have like?
Philosophical kid.
Do I have to like
Pirates.
apologize in front of you for like?
No,
Before
my religion has nothing to do with yours.
I don't
in
have
fact-
And you might
Perfect.
have to apologize for the Kraken's cock one. That one was caught off guard. hard.
Yeah.
I
Don't
just
You never
feel
heard
like
that?
yeah, don't say that. My
Teach you
little
a ton of good sailor swears.
my little sister's probably maybe a little older than you. Just watch the mouth around that one, okay? The tiefling. She's a good kid.
Oh, yeah, no, I promise I won't say Kraken's cock in front of her,
Good.
or maybe some of the other ones too. Promise. It was just three-legged Landros likes to teach me a lot of words, and sometimes I like to repeat them because they sound funny together.
Hey, who could blame you?
You want to know why he's called three-legged Landros?
Oh,
I'm worried about what the response will be, but I kind of need to
It
know.
has to do with the size of his penis.
Oh, that's about what I thought. Maybe that's a friend we
Yeah,
don't
no,
talk about with other
pirates
people
aren't-
too.
Pirates aren't subtle. That's what it is.
damn.
Yep, I'm glad that
Yeah,
your friend
you
with
gotta
the big
you gotta
glad your friend with the big dick taught you some good words.
No, absolutely. I missed that guy.
Hey, there are sisters present.
Like
again.
So,
like
please,
your sister.
above table.
You got a sister?
Totally none.
You're a character who, like, male presenting, female presenting.
I made myself into a religious old woman named Jody.
Yes, it's the mask of many faces. That is a
Okay,
different person.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm not just like
But I'm
misgendering
rocking
obvious
the
character.
same hairstyle. I always have the shaved side.
Oh,
and a
okay.
braid.
That's
It's
a
just
that's a
like,
very
I'm-
cool consistency.
Okay.
And then I'm just changed. Like I'm imagining she's got dark features. We went from like an ashy brown to like darker Greek-looking woman.
Okay.
I look like my big fat Greek wedding. Protagonist. 3.
Well, I guess it's time to get back in the habit and then walk downstairs because
That was a good one. That was a fucking good one. That kid got a
he,
future.
he goes right from Kraken's cock to that.
Excellent survival skills. It's about reacting to your surroundings. If the pirate jokes are not landing, we need to. I think he's got a bright future. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
yes.
Right, because the dawn. Nice.
Exactly. Yes.
Hey, it's nice. It's a
I bow.
when you all make it back downstairs, heading it back into like the main kind of tavern area, you definitely get the sense that not that the room is calm, because there are still a bunch of people that are displaced and kind of being kept in this main tavern area, just because there aren't any other places for them to go right now. Pluck has once again taken to the stage. It seems like with you all taking care of the mimic problem, Marilyn was able to kind of do some more healing, treating the more minor things now that the bigger stuff is out of the way. She is kind of like leaning against the bar, a tired family, but one that has done a lot of work to make a lot of people very comfortable. You all come downstairs, and like as you exit like the door from the upstairs area, like Marilyn kind of like comes over to check on you, but like is coming over. It's her oldest daughter who doesn't want to be coddled by her mother, but she's coming over to make sure everyone's okay. But she's making sure really making sure like Kettle's okay. It's like, oh, you're right, good darling. Oh, so everyone's all right, aren't you? You look a bit rough. So I see the mimic got you. How are you all feeling?
I start training myself. I'm doing all right. You take a few hits. You gotta shake them off. Your feathers will regrow. This kid right here, you raised a good one.
Thanks, Gotcha. Everything's all taken care of. If you or Dad wanted to go check it out just to make sure the arcane thing's up and running, we should be good to go.
And I do want to again shout out your child was extremely helpful. So thank you for the suggestion. I mean, obviously you're aware of your children's talents, but
Yes, I am. They are all very talented, aren't they? Good job, Kettle.
Turtle's
The
really
best
cool too.
Lemon poppy seed.
Oh, did you use that recipe? That one's a very good one. I remember you first made that one. That was very excellent. Oh, the turtle. Oh, wok, is it? Is what wok that yeah, walk. It helps me cook. I think he likes this little one. And kind of like gestures over to Triggs, kind of like throwing off some of the attention. Like, everyone look at the kid. Skip kind of like comes over to the bar and like jumps up, like steps up on a box. Like, oh my gosh, thanks so much. I can't tell you how good it is. I'll go make sure everything's in place upstairs. Kettle, do you want to take them? Do you want to give them a key to our place so they can come? They're gonna stay with us. They deserve some good beds. They're gonna stay in your kid's old room. It's nice. It's warm. It's great. I did promise that Kettle would cook. I know you love it. I probably should have talked to you first. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Dad. I'll get started on that. I'll show him where it is. Bash kind of like looking over like this little tiefling. Like, you guys took him out? That's awesome. I can't wait to hear all about it. Just like the more excited, like the youngest kid. Maybe like the same kind of like excitable age of like Triggs. He birthed what Boston cops. Kettle takes after her dad. I'll take him downstairs. They did a great job, right? Didn't you promise him something, Pops? And she kind of like gives her like, hey, Dad, they're good. And so Skip reaches behind the counter. He's like, look, Marilyn brews these. I use the recipe to kind of make them. It's not exactly cooking. It's a little more arcane, but I would have these ones stocked up as just like a thank you for you lot. And he drops 3 healing potions, lesser healing, onto the counter, 1 for each use. I appreciate it. It'll give you the kick you need, especially if you're having a rough night. Sometimes people need it more than others. I think I saved these ones because I had to give the last one to the half-orc guy who's passed out. I got to get him upstairs. He needs it. He needs it pretty bad.
Thank you, and I cannot. This is great. Thank you for your hospitality, but like again, we're not taking any beds from anybody, are we? Like we're not going to kick your kids out of your room.
No, that's it. We reconstructed a room of their own. They got their own. They kind of got their own place under our roof. It's like the bed. It's the bedroom they used to share when they were little. They're not kids anymore, right? I mean, Kettle's grown. Pluck's on his way. It's just I like give him a nice place to stay.
That's probably good. There's a hole in one of your walls upstairs.
Oh, there's a hole in one of the walls, is there?
Yeah, shoddy craftsmanship.
Whoa! Whoa there.
Well, damn, kids.
I think the thing to focus on mostly is that the mission was successful.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
Now you can set us up with Gilda.
Yeah, I'll be sure to set her up. I'll get word to her as soon as I get all these people in place. Try and get a meeting on her books for you guys. Say tomorrow. You guys gonna be able to sleep tonight and wake up and meet the big lady, right?
We
That
call
works
her
for
the
me.
big lady.
I've known her for a couple decades, and I still wouldn't do it to her face. I'd stick with Gilda.
Only do it when her back is turned. Got it.
Oh,
Okay.
Shit.
Whoa, okay.
Marilyn, this is you. Perhaps Miss Deepmore would help ingratiate you to her if you're trying to impress her, little one. It all depends on what you're trying to get out of the situation, I suppose. Yes, Kettle, go ahead and give them keys. And is there anything else I can do for the 3 of you, Kachi, Jody, Triggs, to sort of get you set up? Is there drinks, blankets, that sort of thing? We can make sure we have it all ready for you.
Do you have any bullets?
Any bullets?
God.
Well, not offhand. Skip, do you have a flintlock? I'm not sure. I could probably find out. I can put the feelers out, see who's working on something like that. Sometimes, we get like technology and some weapons wash up. If it doesn't get damaged in the water, it gets repurposed. And if the kind of high in the pecking order is the curse breakers, so you'd probably be able to go see a blacksmith and get those at a good price.
Yeah, because we're curse breakers now.
Yeah. I knew it. When you were talking earlier, I said, you know, one day I'm going to hear Triggs, Kachi, and Jody as the saviors of Cursed Cove.
Okay, well, let's not. I mean,
I bow.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But like with this kind of like winding down, the talk's happening. They start to kind of like Skip is kind of going off to like he's like saying this as he's like lifting the eve of the bar so he can step out. Like yeah, I'm going to make sure everything's squared away, and then he'll start getting people upstairs. Kettle is like, oh yeah, I'll give you guys a key. Come on. And kind of like does a little head movement, goes to like summon walk back, but kind of leaves it open like, hey, Triggs, keep an eye on the turtle, will you?
Okay, nobody's gonna touch it except for me. I can touch it. It's my turtle now.
Yeah. Wait. Oh no.
Well,
Or-
Trig, that's not yours.
It's like a turtle. You're my turtle sitter. So like, if I never need some help, keep an eye on him. I'll call you. But if he gets too far away from me, he kind of disappears. It's like a magic thing.
Coral, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll show you what else is awesome. Hey, Triggs. And Kettle kind of like opens her apron and pulls out something that I forget. I wrote it down. Here it is. Pulls out a twig of baby's breath and hands it to you. And she just goes, hey, put that in the vase over there. Everyone,
Okay.
Triggs, can I put a hand on your shoulder? And everyone grab my hand.
Do it.
Go for it, kid.
There goes
I don't
Triggs.
like touching people for too long. What's going on?
Trig.
What? I did it.
Well, I thought you had...
I did the thing.
As you put the baby's breath in the vase in the hallway with a zoom, that same kind of arcane flourish that teleported the mimics everywhere, you all appear somewhere else. As the magic goes off, you all now stand in a warm and inviting, if not a bit cozy, living room. Green walls with like paintings of trees along the wall. Bookcase on one side filled with like photo albums and arcane research together. A few like low like sofas and like cushions and couches fill the area as you have been granted access to the Crimsonwood Svetzel family residence. Where you can stay for the night in what once was the bedroom of the three children, is now where you all can crash for the night.
Okay.
That was a cool party trick.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty crazy, Kettle. Is there a way to get back?
Oh yeah. As soon if you put out that lamp, it'll take you back to the lobby. Hold on one sec. And Kettle goes over to, like the bookcase and pulls out like one of the books. Like okay, cool, and boom, gets like 3 like sprigs of baby's breath and gives you each one. Like hey, just in case you need it, if you go walking around, if you want to go into the kitchens or something in the middle of the night, use this. You know, it'll bring it back here.
They like have to smell a lot of baby's breath to call it this. Like what? What's the deal?
It is weird, isn't it?
It's like a strange thing to just go up and like, I named this after a child's airway.
Well, my
It's
mom.
just
I
kinda-
think it's because the petals are so gentle. They're as gentle as a baby's breath.
Yeah. My mom said
but why
baby's
not,
breath
like-
means everlasting love. So maybe it's like because if like you love your kid, at least I hope you did. Then like you love your kid, it's everlasting. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Are you a
feel like-
druid?
I like-
that seems pretty storm and stupid.
My mom's much more kind of nature. Like she tried to teach me a few things. She's got a grove. Like one of the flowers is her grove. So like that's where she goes to like meditate and stuff. But like I learned a little bit, but I kind of like take put my own spin on it.
I just feel like everybody always like loves like puppy's breath, you know, like little animals.
Yeah,
Never,
or like what do you
baby.
call like a baby owl?
It's an owlet, right?
Yeah, Owlet.
Owlet.
What do you call them?
Outlet. Well, outlet.
What do you call a baby owl that's gotten into in the ocean? It's a moist outlet. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kettle. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get dinner started. Any requests? I can pretty much make anything.
No, but when will we be notified ahead of time if anyone's going to be coming here, or are some people just going to show up?
It would only be me, my siblings, and my parents. Probably. They're gonna get people settled. Probably got about. You probably got about maybe 15 minutes. My kids, my siblings, my little sister may show up with something, but my parents will be a little bit longer.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay for now.
I'm not. I'll take whatever you got.
Yeah. Like in my pockets, I got some more of those muffins. Lemon poppy seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, see it. Knock yourself out.
Damn, ferocious. He's like, he's never been fed before.
You get rolled another one. You got 4 more temporary hit points.
Great. I'm living great.
But Kettle, just like with a produce flame, hi Zuko. With a little produce flame, puts the torch out and dips back up into the tavern.
Okay. So we're allies?
It would seem that way. Yeah. And I know our introduction was kind of rushed before, but yeah, the name's Kachi Hootsie. To meet both of you. Yeah, I meant what I said before. I'm getting off this island. I gotta get a shipment to my folks. Morales that I gotta get back.
I can't be part of the greatest pirate crew at sea if I'm stuck here. So yeah.
Oh, you mean like an imaginary pirate crew? I mean, you got a gun, but
Oh, like a pirate. I'm a pirate. Where do you think I learned how to say all the fun things that I say? Normal people don't say that. Only pirates say stuff like that.
no kids say the darndest things.
Yeah.
So I'm not a kid, okay? Stupid.
Listen,
Stupid. Yeah, I guess if you guys want to be together so we can leave, that's fine.
So we're because I also need to leave. My parents, I need to check on them and stuff. But we're locked in. We all need to leave here together, and we're agreeing that we are the best avenues for success for each other.
I mean, they said we have to break every curse, right? Like 1,000 curses.
Yes.
That's not that many, right?
depends on how many they've already broken.
There you go.
Like more than 17.
A lot more than 17.
Oh, wow.
We may be allied together for an extended period of time. And I just want to make sure everything can go as smoothly as possible. And so I do need to reveal a truth in some ways, right? We'll be revealing truths to each other every minute, right? Because we always will keep revealing more. I will just drop the illusion. And so instead of
oh my god,
healthy, full-bodied, curvaceous, in her 40s woman taking on her time, you see a sickly, thin, dark gray bags hot boy.
hot boy.
Hot boy.
He's a sad boy.
Rowdy, heavy layers with that dirty, muddy brown hair and just an overall interesting appearance.
Tumblr would love him.
Tumblr would eat.
Oh,
You look like Steve
yeah.
Buscemi in the 80s.
Yeah, I accept that. I
Of William
100%.
Dafoe.
It's fairly appropriate,
He
yeah.
would shine me if he was like a little bit scrawnier. Like he's that bad. He's
one of the
not-
Scars guards, but like not one of the
Yes.
thick and resilient ones. Like a
Yeah,
Like
Bill.
Phil, like the one who does it.
Yes.
I'm gonna-
Yeah. Yeah. So I will reveal this and say, this is my true form. I am highly recognizable in this state, and people could be they're very drawn to me. A lot of people want to talk to me, and I don't want to talk to them. So to hide it, I will change back immediately to Jody. Stock character Jody now. Jody spelled XOTI, obviously. Jody.
Why would people want to talk to you? Because you kind of look
I'm-
sick, and my inclination when I see sick people is to actually not go near them.
Oh,
That's how you die.
a lot of people think they can cure me. And it makes them excited to speak to me. And I won a thing once.
Must be a landwalker thing.
Like a lottery
Kind of. I'm like an athlete of sorts.
or an athlete.
Kind of. It's just less physical.
Like you climb masts really fast.
Like I play cards really well.
Really?
No, but like that.
Don't get this kid started. You know this kid's got
Triggs
Just
Triggs
know
puts
how
away the deck of
people
cards
are
he had out.
I was like, I love cards.
I don't. I play the pan flute for a second. I put
Hey,
that away. Like I
Come out
can.
with my loot. Let's start a band. Come on.
I can back up. I'm willing to do a lot of things, including lie to this very nice family, and I will continue to lie to them until called on it. But I believe I will lie to almost everyone, and I would like to be Jody for well as long as I'm here,
So how do we know you aren't lying to us?
because I can't lie to you.
Because you like
It's
made a
like you said, we're
promise.
allies.
I did. I made a promise, and I've never broken a promise ever.
Insight check.
Go ahead, give it insight
Triggs.
check. If you're being deceptive or persuasive.
I am being nothing but honest.
Tricks. You know the most powerful promise is a pinky promise.
10.
16.
Wait. Nat 20. I shit you not. Nat 20 insight.
I have lied my entire life. I am not lying now, but I will lie. I will continue to lie. I've made a life of lying. Lying is so natural to me. I barely even tell the truth, which is why this moment is shaking me. It's because I have to tell the truth to both of you right
I'm
now.
gonna.
So there's like a
block that.
pinky promise, like spitting in an eye promise.
I don't even remember what we just said, little boy. I'm so nervous right now.
Wait, do you say all of that out loud, or is that? Like,
No, I would say that's like with a natural
vibe.
20, like
Yeah.
from me to you, that's just what is going
I'm
on.
gonna collect that. I'm gonna keep that and be like, listen, kid, you can trust them.
Okay.
Thank you.
You want to do your pinky promise, or do you want to do a spit in the
Yeah.
eye promise?
That's
Oh.
unsanitary. Do not do that.
What if we cross swords or something instead?
That means something different on a pirate ship, but okay.
Yeah.
And I'll
Don't
Yeah.
put my
that
bow, my
Three-legged.
arrow in, that's smaller.
Three-legged Joe, you're gonna be on the other side of the pirate ship.
Crossing swords.
I put my pinky out on top of the bow, not understanding how promises work like this.
Walk the turtle puts his foot out.
Nice. Walk.
I hope this turtle is
No.
hearing all of this and reporting back
Yeah,
to
this,
us.
this turtle's a narc.
Amazing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. What about you, Kashi?
What about me, kid?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Jody. Hey, what's your
No, I
name?
mean-
Is it Jody?
Yep.
So you just go around changing your
my name. No. Oh, I understand.
You
I
didn't.
was in
You
character.
didn't actually tell us. You said this is me.
That's all I feel like you need to know, right? The less you know, the safer you are.
I don't think you're okay.
Well, I have a lot of fans, and if they knew you were close, they would love to replace you. It could be deadly, and I just don't want you to be hurt. I want you to be safe and be able to be a pirate and rob and raid and ravage innocent bystanders and steal from them because you're stronger.
Oh, that's really
If
inspiring.
that's what you want, I hope you're wildly successful. If that's what it takes for me to leave here, so be it. Raid them. Let's go. What do we need to do?
Thanks, Jody.
We're not raiding this family.
No.
Step one.
No. We need to
I
escape
think
here,
we need to get
and
some
then
meat, right?
Triggs can raid whatever he needs to do.
Yeah, I think first things first. Probably food, rest, and we gotta talk to this Gilda.
Gilda. What is our plan? Like,
I think Booty will get comfortable on the couch until everybody starts getting in, bring out the actual loot, start playing, strumming a few things, making it sound like raindrops, just like something from a nice forest day. Listen, I don't know what we gotta do, but
I'm
I
pacing.
think- pacing furiously. I don't know. I think we gotta talk to Gilda. We gotta get good enough with these curses to find the baddest curse, or figure out how Gilda was the first one on the island.
I think you guys should let me do the talking tomorrow.
Give me 3 reasons why.
Because I have this, and I reach into my shirt armpit pocket and I pull out a human eye.
Oh my god!
Oh, that is nasty.
Really good reason number 1.
Why do you have that? What is
In
that?
my defense,
It's clearly not yours.
it was not this mushed when I first put it in there. That is upsetting. Okay. But because I'm speaking for one of the baddest pirates in the land, and Gilda's gonna have to listen to what I say, or else the Cyclops is gonna murder her.
How is he gonna get here?
On a boat, you massless moron. He's yeah. So I got this
Okay.
covered.
Let's put one pin in that, and keep it there, in case Gilda doesn't give us what we need.
Then I show her the eye.
If she's like, yes. If I say Triggs, show her. That's when you show her the eye.
Cool.
But let's save that for when it's going to be effective. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to.
Yeah, it's like
don't wanna
if
scare
you
her
shoot all
away.
your cannons all at once, then it takes a little while to reload, and it's like
Right. You
what do
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't stab them. I don't know. I've had no pirate analogy at all. Nothing came.
I just want to get the details clear on this. If you tell Triggs now, Triggs, whose eye is that, and why the captain is going to make Gilda listen?
I don't really know who he was. I think he was driving the boat that y'all were on.
Wait. Us.
Yeah.
You were on the pirate ship? that
I've been
rammed
telling you
in?
guys the whole time I'm a pirate.
Immediately stops playing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Starts hyperventilating.
I'm a pirate. This is the eye that. Well, okay, not all pirates have an eye. Well, actually, some pirates have less one eye, I guess.
What was the name of your pirate and its ship?
Cyclops. He's only one of the most notorious and feared pirate captains in all of the seas.
Does this mean anything to me?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, both of you guys give me history checks.
These pirate dice.
16.
god. 22.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
how- I've never.
Come on,
I've
Bard.
never
Come on,
rolled-
Bard.
Never rolled this well in my life.
And yet
I've
you
just got
almost
new
went down
dice.
this session.
Yes. I'd say to Gwyn, it's familiar in the way that like, oh yeah, I've heard people talk about Cyclops as like a threat. Like, yeah, be careful. Like, you don't want to go to like sail around that island. The Cyclops was seen there. Go to the go south. We should make sure our shipments go away from the Cyclops' area or something like that. And then Kachi, I would say when you were like you had the shipment to deliver like on behalf of your parents, or to getting back to your parents. The concerns that you had were basically of Cyclops taking it. Like he's been known to like work around Morales, like on kind of like the northern side of the Golden Shores up into like the Shattered North. So you know, like, oh yeah, you are firmly in his territory, and he has like probably stolen cargo that was sent by people from Morales, maybe your parents, maybe other craftspeople, or something along those lines. So he has been like a menace to like your line of work, your like people to an extent.
Yep. But, kid, your cap. I don't know how to say "your" in a New York accent.
Oh,
Your captain.
your
Is
captain.
literally responsible. Your captain. Thank you. Yeah.
Get
Your
it.
captain was literally. Forget about it. Your captain was literally the reason for so many businesses either going under or losing major profit.
Yeah.
Do you know what the lives of your pirate captain does to the little guy? I don't mean that I mean that literally and also.
Oh, because we definitely had
figuratively.
little people on the ship too. Yeah.
That's awesome, but like, dude.
What?
Oh my
He's a pirate.
god, pirate.
That's what pirates do.
Pirate that stolen my shipment.
Hey. Okay, well that's
And
awkward.
I start pacing with.
You guys are gonna make my eyes go cross. Listen, if ever there was a time in which like my ship like came and destroyed your ships, or like killed people that you loved, or like burned your villages to the ground, or like destroyed a business that had taken years to be built up, or like maybe like maimed a little bit but not fully killed, or really anything, like if ever my ship did that, that's just what pirates do. So I guess you guys should
Right
just
now, anything that happened outside of this terrible, terrible realm we're in doesn't matter. We are trapped unless we leave. We need to find out when the next storm is, because we don't need to do work if a storm is in a week and it resets in a month. We need to get all of the energy to zero within 1 month time. We shouldn't start the work if a storm comes in 2 days. You know what I mean? So let's figure out that information from Gilda so that we know what our plan should be. Then we need to find other people who need to get off this island. And then we need to make people who don't want to get off this island to work to get us off this island. We have to manipulate everyone here to give us what we want. And so we're going to have to do that by smiling and being kind to these people, because right now we are captive.
now you're talking like a real captain.
I am not the captain.
Oh, if you want to be like, I know what captains sound like. If you want to be a captain, that's fine, but you can't take my eye.
Listen,
All in favor of Jody being the
I am
captain?
not. Don't
well,
do
listen,
this.
I'm not going to be on a. I'm going to do this. I'm going to work with you, kid, for the time being, but I'm not going to be on a crew with you. I'm going to work with you, but we are not a crew.
Yeah, no,
Right?
we're on land. When you're on land, it's not a crew. It's more of like what do you call it? Like a gang. Like a gang.
We're a gang.
A gang. Yeah.
And the leader of the gang is clearly the nun that's not a nun.
The duplicit. Another good tavern name. The duplicitous nun.
The duplicitous nun.
It's fantastic.
I will say your quick judge and assessment of what we have to do to get off this island was very astute, and I applaud you for it.
Surviving till tomorrow is all I know how to do. So let's just get to tomorrow every single day. But I'm not surviving to live in this other realm. We need to get out. But I trust both of you enough that we can do it.
You know what makes getting to tomorrow faster? Going to sleep.
Agree with that.
Accurately true.
You guys sleep. I'll take watch.
I'm a kid. You can just go to sleep.
We're about to have dinner
Yeah.
in 15 minutes.
Jody, give me a perception check.
We're about to have dinner.
In
It's
15.
dinner time.
DC is only 10.
21.
Great. You see the flame like flick as you guys are you guys are hashing out this kind of plan. You see this torch kind of flickering a bit. Presumably something magical is in process.
I'll be like, hey, this is okay.
Want me to shoot it?
Get everyone to stop talking. Like,
As Bash vroom, materializes, kind of like almost like the torch, like a little ember jumps out, and like flue powder, like Bash is here now.
Oh.
Whew. Okay. Thanks to you guys, everybody has a place to sleep. We had to bunk up a couple people in the. We wanted to avoid the room with a hole in it for now. Didn't get it patched up just yet, but it didn't seem the nicest thing to put people in there.
That was my room.
Yeah. Okay. I think Kettle said something like it's the trig room now. Pluck wrote it down. I think he's gonna make a sign or something. But Kettle's putting the finishing touches on dinner, and we can all eat together in here if you want.
that works excellently. That's perfect because we are very tired also, so we would like to rest.
Oh, that's so true. Okay. I was kind of excited to talk to people who like dealt it upstairs. It seems really cool. Maybe tomorrow I'll try and keep my questions to a minimum. You guys are just really cool. But honestly, I think everyone does need a good night's sleep. So if it's quick dinner and off to bed, that's great. I think that's a
Well,
great
we can
plan.
talk while having dinner. What
Absolutely.
is dinner
We can
without
talk.
conversation?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, who was it?
Silent.
Who was it that blew up the blue room? That was so cool. It was like wilder than I've seen. And as like Bash is kind of like, you guys like recount whatever details you'd like of the fight to Bash. She is an eager audience. As slowly the rest of the family trickles in. Probably Marilyn next, having spent the spell slots that she has. Pluck, Skip, and eventually Kettle comes in with food, wanting to keep it hot until everyone was settled in. As everyone kind of trickles in, you get the lowdown. Everyone's been given rooms. There were a few casualties of people who just didn't quite make the swim, but a lot of the commoners and civilians and things. There's probably like a few craftsmen aboard that were like the merchants that like, oh yeah, like it's good, like they can help out like in the village and like fix up some stuff, go through some of the driftwood. Usually like a day or two after like a shipwreck happens, some of like the cargo washes into Cursed Cove, so it's a good chance to categorize and do inventory of that kind of stuff. And they're kind of like just chatting, like anticipating, like, okay, yeah, so if like they have people salvaging, maybe they'll come by to, like in the next 2 days. We should make sure we have like this person always likes to have this. We'll try to have that ready for them, and just kind of like the chatter of a tavern that now is under control, as everyone is comfortable, and is sharing dinner. Were there, with that winding down, if any explicit questions to ask, not explicit, but specific questions to ask of the family. They are here, open books for everyone. You get a vibe that like Kettle has warmed up to you lot. Like, yeah, you guys proved yourselves to Kettle. Skipshot thinks you guys are awesome. Not only did you help his tavern, you worked alongside his daughter. Great. Marilyn is definitely interested in the same vein. Kept an eye on her daughter. You guys helped save her tavern. So like, you seem ingratiated to at least those three who you've gotten to know a little bit better than the other two, who are still very pleasant with you all.
I mean, I would definitely love to like do like a recount, like if I could get Pluck and like even Jody to play, like do like a little like retelling of our fantastic tale and
Oh,
the
absolutely.
Mimic Mansion.
Mhm.
As I'll get it to be called. And just,
That's
like,
that's
play
maybe the
even
episode
use
title.
Mimic Mansion.
Nice.
Even use some of my blade ward to have like spectral blades like going around and like going in and like and like reenacting everything.
Nice, yeah. Like you are definitely leading, and Pluck is kind of following. He has kind of like it's like like a large violin, so he can play it tucked up when it's like melancholy, or he can stand it up and play it like a cello, almost like playing a saw as well. So you're kind of like leading it on the lute, and he's kind of like providing some like bass and like those like boom 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 boom, like some more threatening undertones. And if Jody's joining in on like, the flute, giving it like the higher end of like the trills and things, as like you recount the story, jumping in and really like end up like kind of entertaining this family, and they are like, they seem very into it. Like, okay, yeah, this is incredible. Like, yeah, Pluck, like join in. That's awesome. Like, oh, what happened next? Like, oh, was it like this? And just like jumping in as like Kettle kind of feeds in details alongside you all as well.
And the savior of walk, he did boil and trouble. Yeah, I
As
did.
like
I
walk
didn't
steams
have
up.
any questions. I didn't have any questions.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I think it's just a note of like mood or whatever. I don't ever want to cross a line. I think like when the family is here, I want to be very reserved. There's like a knowing look, right? From Marilyn, right?
Yes.
Is the mom, right? And so I feel like obviously she knows something's up with me, and so I don't want to push it. I don't want to make her think that her kids are in danger, even though they seem like endeared to us. I'm not like getting too close to any of the kids, but I want like to be wary of like every minute that passes that she doesn't spill my secret is like good if she knows it, right? That she gave me something. She doesn't
Nice.
trust something, so
Yeah, you are like walking that fine
I'll be
line.
cautious but respectful to
Yes.
her, like show some sort of underlying reverence.
I'm probably like definitely hanging maybe a little bit with the kids because I feel like I can impress them and feel like I'm slightly older than them in that instance. I want to see if I'm allowed to do five finger frenzy with them with my knife.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god, no, my god, don't play games where you can get hurt for no reason.
I'm not doing it to my hands. I'm doing it to theirs.
no, that's
Oh my
even
god,
worse.
it's
I mean, I have a feeling that as soon as I take out my knife, which is very, and I'm talking about it very loudly, like Skip and Marilyn, like do see.
Yes,
just,
you
like,
start to
my cool
describe
knife
the
trick?
game, and it's just like we should probably not do this, right? Oh, yeah, it's kind of getting late, Triggs. Maybe we save that for another time, and we can have like a mannequin hand or something. Like you guys can compete to see who does it better against like a fake hand or something. Just to practice, just to get really good.
All right, but tomorrow I want to show you how far I can stick it up my gills before I have trouble breathing. Okay?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. As long as you can keep breathing, right? All right.
Before we do head off to
As interesting as that is, you should probably just like take care of yourself. You could get some rest, you little guy. All right, and we're here for you if you need like some guidance or parents, kind of thing, right?
hey,
I don't need
before
parents,
we
but
do-
thanks.
Of course. I didn't think you did.
Before we do all drift off,
Yeah.
now you two said what you were doing on the island. How did you two end up here in the first place?
I was here before Marilyn was. I was working as a. I was doing arcane research on this ship. We were sort of like navigating and charting the Shattered North. So some of the islands are lesser known than others. So some of it, there's arcane wards on some of them because the whole North is connected to like more magical stuff back from the age of magic. So if there's wards, if there's strange spells and stuff, I'm good at sort of interpreting that. Don't really have the gift for magic, but I'm good at understanding it. So that's kind of what I used to do. And so our ship found our way to sort of this Crescent Cove, as it was dubbed when we knew it. But we came, ironically, the exact same night as one of these storms, one of the storms that sort of resets everything. So we got caught up in it, pushed onto the rocks, and those of us that made it washed up here. I was, curious about what this curse breaking stuff was. It seemed like a puzzle to solve, which I always love. And so that's what led me to being a curse breaker. I was actually in one group. There was kind of a group of us, kind of like washed up at the same time, kind of like you three, and just kind of stuck together. It worked, and we could rely on it. But we got we got sent. There was a like a group of banshees up in the mountains that we needed to take out. Mountains are dangerous. Like just being up there could kill you. And so we went up there, weren't as careful as we should have been, got turned around, lost, and we took some hits. I was able to get it out okay. Friend of mine who is a mage made it out, but it was never quite the same, So I was looking for a new team, and that's when I kind of looks over at Marilyn. That's when he joined up with me. I used to work with a number of people doing sort of betterment and healing and sort of caretaking of Korsaire, just traveling from one place to another, lending our skills, as it were. I believe Kettle mentioned that she said something. I am gifted. I'm connected to nature of sorts, so there is a bit of healing that comes with that, a bit of a gift with that sort of connection and understanding. But it was not enough for us to be warned of falling into Crescent Coves more as well. So our ship, I was sort of the only member of my group aboard. So when I came here, I felt very alone, but I was very helpful. So Gilda sought me out sort of as soon as I landed to sort of convince me to join the caretakers. After Skipshot's group took some hits, I was able to sort of jump in on their team, since I was sort of the only person from my shipwreck that was able to sort of serve that function. So me, Lester, who is Skip's mage friend, who we talked about, he's an old friend of the family. He would babysit for us in the early days. And Skipshot and I sort of formed this trio. Over time, we had trouble with Lester. He struggled to remember his spells. He had just spent too much time around too much dangerous magic. And he's still around. He's very reliable, has a great wealth of knowledge, but he wasn't up for being a curse breaker anymore. And by that point, Skipshot and I had sort of connected and came to understand one another. Our last mission, as the three of us, was to sort of reclaim the Forgotten Escape from... it was a young kraken who had sort of swallowed it and was pulling it into the sea. We stopped them with Lester's help, and we were married shortly after and started our family, all taking care of this place. That's sort of the beginning and the end of us being curse breakers. We found a different life for ourselves.
Wow, that's beautiful. Shit.
Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
Yeah, lovely.
Biggs is asleep.
Oh, adorable. You are walks. The warmth of walk has put you to sleep. And
Yeah.
And with that, it seems like maybe we should get out of your hair. We kept you all long enough. You've had a very trying evening, and then we selfishly asked you to make it even more trying, but we really appreciate it. Right through here, the kid's old room. It's a beautiful canopy. The mother designed it. I'll get you all set up. And Skip comes over and like picks up Trig, and like who's like bigger than he is, and kind of like shuffles like, "Hey, come in this way. Catchy, get the door for me, will you?"
Oh, yeah.
And brings Triggs to bed, and kind of like these tree hammocks like hanging from the ceiling, so somewhat familiar feel Triggs, depending on how awake you are, if you're awake enough to notice it as you are laid in this hammock, to rest in a safe place for the night. Like fireflies kind of flit about, and you can almost see like a magical, arcane, fake sun, it's like or moon in the air, kind of giving just enough light into the room.
Kip, one question really quick.
Yeah.
Before bed, just because I'm so curious.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know the arcane magic too well.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you have an understanding of it,
Yeah,
have you ever? Have you ever heard of an invisibility spell that can keep you invisible for an extended period of time, like days or weeks, even?
days or weeks even. The greater invisibility came to mind at first, if I'm being honest. Anything beyond something like that would probably be maybe some kind of infusion into a magical item or magical relic of some sort from, the ages before. There's some powerful ones there. I know there are some artificers that I've run into. They can make some impressive stuff, but nothing quite on that level, at least as far as like a consistency thing. Because you could make you could find a way to like cast invisibility a number of times over and over again whenever it runs out, but that kind of sustainment's a lot of arcane magic.
And from my understanding, I think if you go invisible and you do something, usually that stops it,
Yeah,
right?
usually if you attack or something,
there's
greater invisibility is a little differently. It's sort of that sort of impressive level of abjuration.
All right. Well, I
Yeah, I got a library in here. I can take a look into some things, look at some references, and try and get you some answers if you want.
if you have spare time, but do not feel like this is something you need to do for sure.
Yeah, you piqued my curiosity.
Okay. Well, if you find something, let me know, and if not, tell me where to fight more furniture.
Hey, if I ever
but
need people to fight
yeah.
furniture, I know the 3 people I'm gonna call.
Thank you. Good
Building
night.
is not great.
Yeah.
All right. Good
All
night,
well,
everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Marilyn and I are just in the room over. If you need anything, just give the door a knock. We'll come out. All right. We're light sleepers. We got to take care of the tavern.
Sounds good. And then we'll deep exhale that.
Wow. So sweet.
Yeah, with Skip closes the door behind you all. Does the dad kind of leans in as he closes the door, just like, is everyone okay? And then closes the door, and everyone is able to get a nice long rest safely in the forgotten escape. And that's where we'll end it for tonight with Shattered Ships.
Yay.